Good morning, my people. What's up, world? It's Friday, January 5th. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because with Him all things is possible. This No Duck Zone episode is sponsored by Matchbout. Follow Matchbout Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Matchbout, the best sponsorship in the land. What's up, my people? How's everybody feeling? A little tired today, but also a little under the weather. Told you this weather in New York is crazy. If you're not careful, it'll sneak up on you. But it's all good. Nothing that the kid can't recover from. So I have a very big week coming up. Of course, next week is the big B Day, which I'm blessed. I'm going to do a live special on that um, next Tuesday morning. So make sure everybody tune into that. That's going down. Next Tuesday morning will be January 9th. And to be honest with you, that's going to be a long one. And I'm not saying pause. Sorry, it's a new year. Don't have time for that. So, but yeah, next Tuesday morning, I'll be in the building. So actually, you should look forward to next week. Two important days. Um, well, of course, the ninth, the 10th is Star Wars, but that's regular. The ninth and the 15th are two important days. Um, so the 15th will be we'll do an anniversary special. Of course, it'll be me and the missus. It'll be 3 years of us being married. So yeah, that part. So I will be doing a special on that. Um, Probably at some point today, I'll put it up so you guys can see. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And so make sure you tune in for that. I told you I was busy I told you I was gonna be busy this year. We got work to do. You know what I mean? So that's what we're gonna do. So just tune in for that. And I got Strong on the Fight Night series. Get ready to, put something up about that too. Didn't forget about that. If you have not followed my man Christian Vasquez on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you do that. Then make sure you go follow Strong Island Fight Nights. It's going down January 20th. Um, Next week you're gonna see me probably get ready to do something with that. Hopefully, I get the brother Christian up here, and we're gonna get this ball rolling. But today we're talking about another Hall of Famer, another legend, another gone but not forgotten. Um, One of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite fighters too. You can't really mention boxing without mentioning his name. The late great Smoking Joe Frazier. Let's get into it, y'all. All right. newcomers, regulars. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. So, Smoking Joe Frazier, you know, a legend. Yeah, morning, Sebastian. Yes, sir. Legend forever. Um, Now I'm not from that era. I might have not came up on that era, but if I came up on that era, if you know what I mean. Um, I remember learning about him and Ali and Foreman because those were the big dogs of the heavyweight division. And Frazier, I don't want to say was he underrated. I don't know. Some people might look at it like that. For me, he was a bad boy, and he had this style about him that was different. What they called the believe the peekaboo. You know, you know, that's how he would. That he had a certain way he'll come at you and all that. Like it was crazy the way his style was just it was just something different. Crush, what up? What's poppin', Crush? It was something different about him. And whenever you seen him in the ring, you knew you were gonna get you first of all, you knew you were gonna get a good fight. You knew you were gonna get your money's worth. Um Now it's not to say he was everybody's favorite fighter on the planet, but when Joe came to fight, that's exactly what he brought with him. He brought smoke, and he was never gonna back down from a challenge. And I don't know if he would have been as popular as he was if he didn't have a dance partner like Ali. This is why some of these idiots today have to understand from you to really become who you want to be or who you are sometime, there's nothing wrong with having a good dance partner. Everybody needs a dance partner. Rather if we like the fighter, rather if we think the fights were boring, but sometimes that could solidify your legacy. Him and Ali, how many times did they go at it? About three, right? About three. And I'm not saying after one time it would have been nothing, but they needed that. Everybody needs a dance partner. Smash my like button, y'all, on your way in and on your way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it go down at. No Ducks on podcast. Everybody needs a dance partner. I don't care who you are. And this is what these guys understand. These guys today have to understand. Smoke, what up? Smoke, Happy New Year, bro. Not worried about you, man. You all right? How's baby girl? How's wifey and how's the son, man? How's the whole family doing? Happy New Year, brother, to you and yours. Everybody, these idiots have to understand in boxing. These idiots today have to understand that everybody needs a dance partner. Everybody. And we don't know how if Smoking Joe Frazier would have been as popular as he been if he didn't fight Ali, or if he never got in there with Foreman. See, that's what y'all really remember. Y'all remember him for the Ali fights, but when he got in there with Foreman and Foreman did what he did to him, oh man! If it would have been social media back then, they would have made a poor meme out of Frazier. They would have made a meme out of him. Oh, you working and going to school? Oh shit. Okay, bro. Hey, look, man, do your thing, bro. I ain't even mad at you. Smoke, man. I'm gonna need you to pull up February 16th, Madison Square Garden. Oshaki Foster versus Nova. Everybody's trying to get credentials that ain't got it. Everybody's trying to get in the back. But that post fight press conference, everybody trying to get there. We all been talking about it. A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people trying to get it. So at some point, let's work on it now. Let's all work on it now, y'all. This is the year. There's no more next year. So yeah, Joe, like when you heard his name, when you seen his face, I mean, yeah, you in there? All right, down, smoke. We in there then. February 16th, baby, MSG going down. I'm gonna do a video about that too, but I'm not gonna do one about that until next month. It's too early to do one now because a fight get canceled or the opponent get changed, and then we'll be pissed about it. So I'll wait. Probably I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till when they do a press conference at the theater, which probably be this month when they do it. I'm sure it'll be this month when they if they do a press like they always do. I'll pop up then and I'll do a live on it. But yeah. So when you seen Joe, you knew what it was already. And like I said, when he fought Foreman, y'all made a y'all y'all were trying to make a meme out of him then, and memes didn't exist. And if they did, hell, we didn't know. Yeah, he is fighting on that card. I just was in the gym with him. Somebody asked me, was he fighting on that card? And I was like, Thomas asked me, but I was like, I don't know. But then I should have thought about it. He is fighting on that card because I remember seeing it. I just was in the gym with him. We was just in South Box together. I just tagged him in the picture and all that, and he respond. I'm gonna holler at him again though. Koi, my sister, what's up? So, you know, a lot of those fighters from back then showed you or told you that everybody needed a dance partner. One thing I liked about Frazier was when Ali was in situations financially, no matter how much they might dislike each other, he helped them out. It's not like these fighters today acting like they got real beef and don't even know what real beef is. Never walked on a street corner or a side block trying to act like they know what beef is. You got into boxing, it wasn't just because you were great or because you grew up fighting. It was another way too to provide for your family. So how much money you think Ali and Frazier made the 3 times they fought? They helped to feed each other. And that's what I like about it. Frazier could talk the talk, he could walk the walk. Jeff Spark, what's up? That's what I loved about old Smoking Joe. Smoking Joe, I believe, was born in South Carolina and raised in Philly. I always just thought he was just raised in Philly till somebody was like, he was born in South Carolina, raised in Philly. All right. It don't matter. It didn't matter to me where he was from. That wasn't irrelevant. That wasn't irrelevant to me. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate every single last one of y'all taking the time to come up and rock with your boy. I'm a little out of it today, but I'm here. God is good all the time. Big Dog Willie, yes, he was. Yes, he was Big Dog Willie. And you know what, Big Dog Willie? I wish he was here right now so he could have the chance to fight Amir Khan. I wish, I wish Big Dog Willie. I wish Smoking Joe Frazier was here to fight Amir Khan for undisputed. And see, at least over here, Big Dog Willie, you can say stuff and you won't get blocked. I'm just saying. I'm not sensitive over here because see, over here we gonna get back to having fun. We gonna get back to having fun over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. If y'all see Big Dog Willie in y'all chats and he's talking crazy, never mind him. He's being Big Dog Willie. Don't worry about it. He's just somebody that comes and disturbs and distracts shit, but he does it in a good way just to make everybody laugh. Whatever's on your mind, he's trying to take it off. Relax, y'all. He's a good dude. I fight for I fight for his daughter with respectful man before. Yeah. And like I said, I can't get into super duper details about um his whole life or how he grew up. You know, I don't have them kind of credentials to do that. As far as in the ring, Smoking Joe was nothing to deal with. He was nothing to play with. And like I say, y'all take that one Foreman fight and be like, yo, but Foreman whooped his ass. Okay, every dog had their day. Every dog. Every dog's. Every dog's. Not dog, but every dog. Because there's been some dogs that have had their day. It happens. Didn't George get his day? Didn't he get his day when he saw when he met Ali? Okay, it happens. What we talking about? That other day since I wasn't a Haney fan, I couldn't be. Man, Big Dog Willie, you know what you could tell him in 2024? Tell him to kiss your ass. See, because the same behavior that you put up with last year or the year before, you don't have to put up with this year. See, me, I'm gonna be real with my family, and I'm gonna stay real and stay true to the ones that I love. If you ain't over here doing nothing for me, if you ain't over here supporting me, I ain't gotta do none of that. I like who I like. I'm gonna go for who I go for, and this is the reason why I have for the last couple days I've been having these talks about legends that nobody wants to talk about, right? But everybody be forgetting. You wouldn't see no fighters today if it wasn't for these guys 40, 45 years ago that opened the door for us. So at the end of the day, can't nobody tell you who you could be a fan of. Can't nobody tell you who channel you can go to. Can't nobody tell you who you can support. You do what you want to. You're a grown ass man. Yeah, Quee, they lame. Tell them to go eat one. I'm a grown man. Ain't nobody telling me to do nothing. Straight up. I'm gonna do what I want, when I want, how I want to do it. Straight up. These type of topics about these legends should be important to y'all. And I got other things to talk about too that's getting ready to come up. But one thing I'm not going to do is get caught up in this mess that's going on in boxing today. I'm gonna leave that for the people who feel like that's how they make their videos. Go ahead. I'm not going to get caught up in none of that. Y'all can have that. I'm not doing none of that stupid shit. Y'all can have that. So, Big Dog Willie, you keep on doing what you do, bro. Don't even worry about it. And check this out, Big Dog. There might be a couple more channels that might block your ass, and they might just do it just to be doing it, right? Or because somebody told them to do it. Everybody ain't gonna like you, man. You think everybody like D Free? But you think D Free care? You don't think there's a channel that somebody could block him for just because he's laughing or he might say something that might ruffle somebody's feathers? You think that's gonna stop him from doing what he do? You think that's gonna stop Queen? You think they can't stop what God got planned?
No,
Can't stop it.
you can't use me as an example because everybody love me.
But listen, there's no such thing as everybody. We only know the ones that love us. We don't know who don't love us and who
Nigga,
don't, but it don't
everybody love
matter.
me. Don't tell me ain't no such thing as everybody. God damn it, I said everybody love me. When I say everybody love me,
Everybody do not love us, man.
yo. When I say
You know why
everybody love me, you
everybody else, you know
disagree.
why everybody don't love us? Everybody don't love us because they not us. If you get what I mean. I mean,
Uh,
everybody don't love us because they not us, and it's okay. I don't want everybody to love me because I want some people to dislike me. You know why I
see,
do? Because I like
that's
motivation.
the shit I'm talking about.
No
2024
one.
niggas like Clarence on that ring thing shit. You on that ring thing shit. He trying to tell y'all.
Oh man. Oh man. It's all right, man. It's all good though, man.
Can't be on that
But
ring
anyway,
thing early in the morning, man.
we appreciate y'all for coming in, man. Appreciate you, all my good people, man. But yeah, like I was saying though, Smoking Joe was just something different, man. And I'm glad that, while he was here, he was able to accomplish the things that he accomplished. But I tell you, the best times was with him and Ali. And they showed you that two guys could come together and they could make money together, man. I don't be understanding what would be wrong with you fighters today. I don't want to do no fights with him, or I don't want to make no money with him because I don't like him. If that ain't the dumbest shit, you could dislike somebody, you could seriously want to hurt them, and you can say, man, I want to do this and do that, but still come together and help each other, feed each other's families, because that's what you're doing. Oh, I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him, but he won't get paid. I just want to fight him. Nah, that shit don't go like that in boxing. What's the matter with y'all?
Hey,
Some of y'all rather fight out in the street before you fight in the ring. What are you, stupid? You're millionaires. But
that
I don't want to help.
because
I
that
don't want to help
because
another fighter out because I don't like him.
they came from a different era.
What's wrong with them, Free?
Came from a different era.
Free, you've been watching boxing for 40 years. Explain to me, what's wrong with
Put
them?
it on backseat. Uh,
I don't understand how people say dumb stuff out their mouth like that. I don't remember Mike Tyson telling Holyfield, yeah, man, shit, I'm not fighting you, bruh. I'm not finna help you feed your family. You ain't finna help me feed mine. The hell with that. Let's fight
well,
in the street.
according to some people, they believe that's what happened. That's what prolonged the fight for so long. Mike Tyson didn't want to fight him right away.
Well, no, I'm not even speaking about right away. It's the whole point of they got it in. They finally got it in. Remember the first time they didn't fight because he had injury to his hand, and then he had went to prison for the rape charge. So that didn't make it no better. That really was like, oh Lord, now we got to really wait. Which I'm getting ready to. Well, no, I'm not doing him next. I'm probably doing Evander next. But your thoughts. Your thoughts on Smoking Joe? Was Smoking Joe still fighting when you started watching boxing? Or was he done already? D free.
Uh, he might have been. He might have been. If he was, he probably was one of the last years. I I don't really remember smoking Joe like that. Because I was too busy watching Sugar Ray Leonard. When
Yeah.
I was too busy watching Sugar Ray Leonard because I was young. I was real young, so I don't really remember Smoking Joe. I remember watching film on Smoking Joe, like fights that had already happened. The thing that I remember from Smoking Joe when I first saw him was a guy who looked like he just came in there to knock you out. He didn't look like he had no boxing skills. He didn't look like he was that good of a boxer or fighter, or should I say, because he wasn't really a boxer. He was more of a fighter. He didn't look like he was that good of a fighter. He just looked like he just came in there and had that little turtle shell and just try to knock you out. But then when you really get to look at Joe Frazier and you study Joe Frazier, you realize there was a method to his madness. He was in there to wear you down and burn up your stamina. So in the later rounds, you would be easy pickings for him to be able to knock you out.
Big Dog Willie, congratulations to you and congratulations to her. That's what I want to hear. And the new year just begun.
He gonna say
A
no one like
4.4
D Free. Everybody likes D Free.
a 4.0. You tell her I said congratulations.
Uh, Nobody like D Free.
Congratulations.
Nobody like D Free. Jump off a bridge, kill yourself, and go to hell.
I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Jump off.
Jump off the bridge, kill
Seriously.
yourself, and go to hell with the ring thing around your
I don't,
throat.
listen, that's cool with me because people disliking me ain't nothing but motivation. Frazier
Yeah,
retired
Joe
in
Frazier. Yeah, Joe Frazier.
1976 after his second loss to.
He
Okay,
retired.
but
He
okay, baby
retired the
boy.
year. He retired the year I was born.
Listen, my son be on his homework. 15 years old. He shamed a lot of y'all. 15. A lot of y'all probably didn't even know that. He shamed a lot of y'all. Damn shame.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
would have said, "Yo, he retired. He retired in 1996." Say some
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Yeah. If y'all don't like D Free, put the ring thing around your throat and strangle yourself.
Don't do that shit while I'm drinking my tea, man. Don't do that, Deep Free. Don't do that. Do not do that while I'm drinking my tea, bro. Like, damn, bro. Can't catch a break in 2024. They just started.
But yeah, no, Joe Frazier, like I said, it was a method to his madness where you really study Joe Frazier. Like I said, just looking at him as a casual, just watching him for the first time, you thought he was just a brawler. He was just coming in there trying to knock a person out. But then when you really study Joe Frazier, it was a method to his madness. He was there to wear you down and burn up all your stamina. So in the later rounds, he could get you out of there, or he was just beating you up. He was either going to get you out of there, or you was going to get him out of there, or he was just going to beat you up.
Yeah, he gonna beat you up. He wasn't gonna beat you up a little bit. He was gonna beat you up bad, like real bad. But I loved him, especially for the relationship with him and Ali. And I remember, like I said, when Ali came back, and he helped him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you need a couple dollars and all. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Come on, let's get in here. Let's do this again, man. Let's do this. I'm letting you know what's gonna happen, but let's do it. And that's what I loved about him. And this is what I was announcing earlier that every oh, let me be quiet. Miss Free just got in.
She can't hear you.
I
I
don't
got I got I
I
got the Bluetooth in.
don't want to get I don't want to get tased a baton. Nah, let me stop. Um he damn, what was I saying? I
You talking
lost
about
my
Joe
train of thought.
Frazier and hold me and money together.
So these guys, and this is what I understand why these guys today, and I know you people gonna be like, well, what does that got to do with this? No, because guys back then, I don't know what the personal relationships was like. We knew what Ali and Frazier was like, but they helped each other feed each other's family. These dudes today, I just don't get it. I don't. I don't. And a lot of y'all better be glad that this is not 40 something or 50 years ago where this man would have still been around today, but the heavyweight division would be shit out of luck.
It would be Frazier and Dagon Wilder fighting each other all day.
Uh oh, I don't know about that one, man. It's a big task.
He said
I don't know,
Ali.
man.
said
I
his
don't know.
final
How would he
opponent was
even?
Sonny Liston. Wasn't scared of Patterson. I mean, wasn't wasn't the scariest. Patterson was the most skilled. Foreman was the most dangerous, and Frazier was had the most heart. Uh,
I'm working on him
I
next.
could,
I'm
I could,
glad you
I could,
mentioned that
I
big
could,
dog
I
Willie.
could, I could see that. I could see that.
I'm glad you mentioned that big dog Willie because I almost forgot about Sonny Liston just for a split second. I'm glad you mentioned that. He'll be on the list too because I want to know something about him because the way he went out was just bonkers. So
Oh, I mean, I
I'm a,
we did
I'm a,
a interview. Well, we didn't. Bruce Gas did an interview with a guy that used to follow Sonny Liston for a long time. He wrote a book on Sonny Liston, and he had a whole lot of insights about Sonny Liston that I didn't know about. A
yeah, we're
whole
gonna
lot.
get. I think you know what I said. Holyfield. I think I'm gonna go to him next.
Like
I'm a hold. I'm a hold Evander.
I didn't. I think it was Sonny Liston that he was talking about when he said Sonny Liston used to get beat by his father, so he would run away and
Yeah.
ran to the gym, and that's how he got into fighting.
Yeah, I would too, because after a while, you ain't gonna keep beating me. I'm gonna take some of that shit I learned in the gym and I'm gonna put that shit on you. I feel him. But yeah, and when you hear the name Smoking Joe, you like, damn man, that sounds like a mean ass name. Smoking Joe. But that's exactly what he brought to you in the ring though. He brought smoke.
All right,
He brought a lot of it.
that's fine.
And it was I was kind of sad when he passed, but it was like, he lived his life. He lived a very long time. But he left some. Him and Ali left some great memories
There's a
behind,
parking
man.
lot in the back,
Great memories behind.
and then
A lot of these guys just better be glad that a guy from 50 years ago is not here today.
all right, put it down.
That's what y'all better be glad. A guy from 50 years ago is not here today.
Yeah, yep.
Y'all have been working at Church's Chicken if that man was around today. B Free, what's up? It looked like you still at work, bro. You were at work.
No, I got a meeting today at 12 o'clock, so I had to I gotta take the missus home, and then when I drop my stepdaughter off at work, and then I gotta go to my meeting. So I'm already ready to go because I ain't got time to go in the house and change my clothes and all that. I gotta drop her off, pick my daughter up, and keep it moving. Because from where I stay at to back to my office, my actual office, it's about a 45 minute drive.
Oh damn. Well, don't fire nobody today.
No, this is a meeting for the managers. It ain't got nothing to do with none of these officers.
Yeah, because I don't want you walking in there just giving everybody they pink slip. I don't, I don't want everybody to lose their job and the year just begun.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that happen. But yeah, so you know, it's so crazy how we got a Ali movie, we got a Foreman movie. I'm like, we needed something with Frazier, man. I wonder when they coming with that. Because the only time we see Frazier's in the movies was sometime when they connect him to uh Ali. And I'm like, I wonder, that's the question right there. Smoking Joe Frazier movie. We need that.
You said Smoking Joe Frazier movie?
We need a movie, man. Mike done got his movie. Ali done got his movie. We need that. Foreman done finally got his movie. After some years, we need Smoking Joe. Real. We need Smoking Joe.
I
We need
thought I
Smoking
thought
Joe. We need that like yesterday.
I thought Smoking Joe had a movie.
No, he's been in. I mean, they've had. I mean, of course, like I said, you can't if you do a Ali movie or George Foreman movie. Of course, who's ever playing him? Yeah, but as far as him having his own, no.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh-uh.
it might have been something like on them little bootleg little Netflix. It wasn't no like motion
I
picture
don't know.
movie.
I never saw it because I pay attention to Netflix. I've never saw it. I don't
It,
think there is.
I, I'm almost certain I seen something about Smoking Joe, but
Well,
like I said,
if you did,
it
let
was
me
probably
know.
some, it probably was some little low budget type production. It wasn't nothing like Ali, where it was the actual, or Mike Tyson, when it was the actual. Well, even Mike Tyson joint wasn't no real big movie. That was a Netflix joint.
Yeah, yeah, Bastion, we know that, and he was in Foreman movie in 22. This is what I'm saying. Boy, I haven't seen him with his own movie. Why do you think that he wasn't so as popular as Ali?
Uh, well, he wasn't popular as Ali because, for one, he didn't have the mouth that Ali had. Ali had a lot of mouth, so Ali talked his way into a lot of people's homes. And Ali, he stood up for what he believed in. A lot of people at that time, a lot of people pretty much stayed quiet when they believed in certain stuff because they didn't want the backlash. Because back then, the backlash was a lot worse than what we get now. So a lot of people stayed quiet instead of speaking out. Ali wasn't the type to stay quiet. He spoke out. So that's why Ali was so popular. It wasn't always the good popularity that Ali got. It was a lot of criticism, but regardless, Ali was known because of his mouth and what he stood for.
Yeah, I don't think the way he was moving back then, a lot of fighters would have moved like that. They probably just would have been like, "Oh no, I'm either not going to say anything or I surrender." Um, and then I used to always laugh because when he used to call him, when he started calling him my Uncle Tom, I said, "Ooh, man, it's the worst thing you can call somebody, especially a black man." Frazier did not like that. He didn't like it, and it was just like, yo, the relationship with them is just it was just crazy. But I always wondered. I said, why is he? Why would he always get more attention? Um, why was he getting less attention? And when you start looking at it, then like you said, some of the stuff you just named is why he was getting that.
Yeah.
But it's it was crazy with him. But one thing I could say, that man came to fight, came to fight. There wasn't no doubt about that. And I know they got a wall. I think he's on the wall.
King Street.
They got
Great
him.
at Whole Foods Market. Get two
I think
organic large
somewhere in
roast
Philly.
avocados for just
I think somewhere in Philly. In Philly, he's on the wall somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where in Philly, but I'm gonna go to Philly one day and find out where that wall's at. They got him on a big wall out there because I believe he had a gym out there in Philly, but I don't think that gym exists anymore. I don't know, but when I go out there, I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm gonna definitely check the wall out and all. But yeah, um, we always like to play this game, and this game that we gonna play, that we've been playing it. I just never named it. This game that we gonna play is, I gotta think of a name for it, but we gonna call
Where
it.
where would they be ranked now?
Well, I was gonna say it, if I was gonna call it something similar to that. If they, I was gonna call it, but yeah. So Smoking Joe's around now, 22, 25 years old. He's in the heavyweight division. What what's he ranked? Where's he at? Where's he at right now? 25 years old,
Uh,
heavyweight division.
he's probably number one or number two. He's probably number one, number two. I don't know. I don't know if any of the guys that's out right now be able to deal with Joe Frazier. Um, I don't think AJ would be able to deal with Joe Frazier because we saw what happened when he faced George Foreman, and AJ has a similar style to George Foreman. Although I think George Foreman was a lot more powerful than
Yeah,
AJ, and I think George Foreman might have been a lot more skilled than AJ even back then. Um,
yeah,
uh, Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury would have stayed away from him. Um,
yeah,
I would have loved to see how Frazier and Wilder would have pair up uh, with Wilder before the whole Fury situation. I would have loved to see how they would have paired up.
yeah, yeah. And those people that you named, um, are people who actually they could do a little something in the ring. But I tell you what, he probably would have ran through Andy Luis like a hurricane.
I think he I think he would beat Andy Louise. I think he will put Usyk to sleep. I think he put Andy Louise and Usyk to sleep.
I think he'd have beat the hell out of Joseph Parker. I think he'd have probably killed Parker. Um, a lot of them dudes, man. My son said Frazier would have beaten Wilder. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
That's what I said. I don't know
yeah,
because Wilder had that big right hand. Like Wilder before the whole Fury situation, Wilder was a different type of beast. I don't know if Wilder is that type of beast anymore because of the beating that he took in that fight. That takes something away from you. Now Wilder ain't scared to get in the ring with nobody, but it still takes something away from you when you take a beating the way Wilder did.
yeah. Um, I'm trying to think. How would Frazier stay away from that right hand?
I don't think Frazier does stay away from the right hand. Frazier usually walked in straight and put up that turtle shell and try to block it with the turtle shell. But I don't think he stay away from the right hand at all.
For some reason, in my mind, it just played, and I'm so wrong for this. I see him getting caught with that uppercut that Wilder caught King Kong Ortiz with in the first fight. Oh Lord, that uppercut that ended the fight. I see him getting caught with one of those. That's what I see happening. That was a mean and vicious uppercut, boy. I'm telling you. What's up, y'all? Smash my like button on your way in and on your way out. Oh yeah, we over here talking about the late great Smoking Joe Frazier, a man that if he was here today in the heavyweight division, y'all would be in some serious, serious, serious trouble. Y'all really would. A lot of y'all heavyweights wouldn't want that smoke. Hell, if he was a cruiserweight, y'all wouldn't want that smoke. Smoking Joe was called Smoking Joe for a reason, but his name was already Joe. But his name, the smoking, didn't come from him actually smoking. He brought that fire. Y'all Sanders, what's up, my brother? It's goody Josh. So, like I said, there's probably not a man today that if Joe Frazier was here, there's not a man in the heavyweight division who probably wouldn't have fought. Now, I'm not going out off the record to say he would have beat everybody, but I'm telling you, he would have gave a lot of y'all a problem. Joe probably would have been having to take. You know what's so funny? As much as we would have seen Joe in all the top fights, Joe probably wouldn't have got all the top fights because a lot of y'all would have been avoiding him. So he probably would have been out of here fighting people that either their record is not good or people we haven't heard of. And that wouldn't have been his fault because he'd have been trying to take fights just to stay active. Because you have to remember, you start getting paid for this. I can't keep sitting around waiting for that big payday like some of y'all favorite fighters do today. Some of y'all favorite fighters just sit around waiting for that big payday. And they don't have nothing else going on. They just depending on the boxing money to take care of them. No Smoke TV, what's up, my brother? Smash my like button, y'all, on your way in. Smoking Joe Frazier would have been one of those guys not too many people would have been trying to see. Like those hard nosed fighters. Frazier, Duran, Hagler. Yeah. We talked about all that, Big Willie, too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you for what I know for sure. I'm telling you how it would have went today. Joe Frazier would have been either fighting people that didn't have good records or people we didn't know about, not because he wanted to. It's because a lot of y'all wouldn't have been trying to fight him. So the man would have had to try. He would have had to stay active. He would have had to stay active because a lot of y'all wouldn't have been trying to see him. You wouldn't have been trying to see him. You wouldn't have been. This man either would have been sitting around waiting, like you see some of the guys today, huh?
You know what would have been a great fight?
What?
Joe Frazier versus Luis Ortiz.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
King
Ay,
Kong
caramba.
and Joe Frazier.
Can you imagine what that build-up would be like? Can you imagine what that press conference would be like? Because you know Joe wouldn't understand nothing that Lewis was talking about.
Right. That
That press
that that
conference
would have
would have
been a.
been,
I just thought about it.
hey,
It wasn't a lot of big name uh how can I say it? Foreign fighters. It wasn't a lot of big name foreign fighters.
back then, no, hell no. Hell no. Now they coming from under the bed. They jumping out of trees. They coming from under cars. Shit, they coming out everywhere now. And I like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I actually like it because it makes boxing more interesting. Because when they come over here, they come to fight. They come to fight. That's what I love about them. He said. So Big Dog Willie said Joe Frazier would have punished Ortiz to the body savagely.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
He would have. You know what? He probably would have, but he would have had to probably go through some shit to get that. He would have had to go through some because King Kong ain't gonna just let you do that. He ain't gonna just let you run up on him. He would have
Yeah,
probably did it, but boy, he would have had to sell out. He would have
that
had
would
to
have
sell out to do that.
that'd have been crazy.
Yeah, that fight. Now that you say that, the whole build up. Like, can you imagine a press tour with them? Oh
No.
my god. Oh my god. And then the face off would have been crazy. Joe
Yeah.
Frazier was like what, 5'11"?
Yeah, something like that. It'd have been the Beast versus King Kong.
That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. And just the face off would have been crazy. Because King Kong is like what, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, King Kong got great boxing ability for his size.
Joe Frazier head movement is too crazy. Ali had problems hitting him. Yeah,
But see, the thing is, what a lot of people did fail to mention when it came to Ali because everybody just automatically just look at Ali as one of the greatest fighters of all time, and they look at his greatness. Ali didn't go to the body a lot. Like Luis Ortiz is a total boxer. He goes to the body, he goes to the head. He don't just head hunt. Ali did a lot of head hunting, and a lot of people don't really pay attention to that. They just look at Ali's boxing ability. They don't really pay attention to the fact that Ali did a lot of head hunting. He didn't go to the body a lot.
Yeah, yeah, but that fight, or if not, then if not King Kong, then I look at Frank Sanchez.
Now he put Frank Sanchez to sleep. His old ass is not getting there with
So
no
you,
goddamn Joe Frazier. This nigga then, boy,
hey, I don't know. Would have been good, but that King Kong in him, that would have been good.
Frank Sanchez is 176 years old. I don't know how old he is, but he beat Joe Lewis's ass. He did whip Joe Lewis' ass.
He whooped Joe Lewis's ass. He said D3, but Ali is a way better boxer than Ortiz.
I don't know that. I don't know if he's a way better boxer. Like people look at Ali's boxing ability and just say, but Ortiz was a total package. He had the up and down body work. Like he didn't just go to the head; he goes to the body. Ali only went to the head. He very seldom go to the body. I don't know if he was a better boxer. Like people just automatically assume Ali is the best boxer. Ali was the best boxer of his era, but when we get to these new age fighters, I don't know if Ali is a better boxer. I think his skills is better. I don't know if he's a better boxer though. You can have better skills and not be the better boxer.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I throw. We gonna get him. We gonna get all of them. We're about to get everybody. As you can see, I'm switching eras, and we gonna get to all that. But to see what Frazier would have been like today, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people wouldn't have took that smoke. There's only a very few, very few. But I wonder who he would have been signed to. Top rank PBC.
He probably would have been signed to top rank. 9 times out of 10, he probably would have been signed to top rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he probably would have been assigned to top rank because um, top rank would have went ahead and tried to get him coming out of the Amis. Like PBC don't get a lot of fighters coming out of the Amis. Most of the time, the fighters are brought to PBC or they end up switching over to PBC. A lot of the fighters
So,
ain't coming out of the amateurs and signing right with PBC.
so Joe Frazier, Jared Anderson.
Man, he make Anderson cry in the ring. You know, get that crybaby boy up out of here. Jared, Big Baby, Anderson, they would you would bring the real meaning to Big Baby. They were like, oh, I see why they call that nigga Big Baby. That nigga crying in the ring.
Hey, 'cause when you said top rank, and I'm thinking, okay, when I'm talking about Joe Frazier, I'm like a 25-year-old man. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. That probably would have went bad for old Big Baby.
Hmm?
They ain't got nothing going on over there in the
Do I
heavyweight.
need to
They
take it
don't
with
got
me?
nothing going
Show me
over there
where
in the
it's at.
heavyweight division anyway. It's kind of quiet over there. PBC got a lot more going on from what I see as far as heavyweights. Mm. Yeah, it is what it is. Everybody's not gonna like the conversation, but who cares? Yeah, so that's what it is, y'all. We just, we always like to play this game every morning. Well, it's not a game, but we always like to talk about the fighter and their accomplishments and what they did and what they went through. And then we jump to where would they be today if they were around in the sport? It just gives people something to think about. So that's what we try to do. Keep it interesting. Um, if you guys have any favorite fighters you might want to talk about, as far as throwbacks, feel free, to holler at me. Don't sit there and talk about, well, I want to talk about Devin Shakur Take. We're not doing that. When I want to talk about Crawford and Spence, we're not doing that. I'm not telling nobody who they can like or who they can't like. No, we're not doing that right now because that's what leads to. I mean, y'all will argue anyway. Even bringing up old school fighters, some of y'all will argue. We ain't doing that. I mean, so it is what it is. Oh man, terrible Terry Norris. Oh, all right. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that, big dog, Willie. We can do that. Oh, we can definitely do that. Terrible Terry Norris. And you know what? That probably wouldn't even came to my head until later. Terry Norris was definitely one of my dudes. Terrible Terry Norris. His name was just mean. His name was mean. Hey,
Fuck
hey,
you,
D
Big
Free.
Dog Willie and Terry Norris.
Yo, he just big with Terry Norris. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got you,
Fuck,
big dog, on that one.
fuck you, Big Dog Willie and Terry Norris. I don't like Terry Norris, bitch ass.
Stop it, D Free.
I don't.
Roy Jones. We'll talk about Roy Jones. AB, nah, we only doing old school.
AB still fighting.
Yeah, yeah. We talking about dudes that ain't fighting no more.
Terry Norris, I ain't never liked Terry Norris when he beat Sugar Ray. Fuck his little fucked up ass Gumby fro head having nigga.
Would you stop it, D Free? Jesus, what is the matter with you? That's crazy, bruh.
He
This
beat an
guy's
old ass Sugar
crazy,
Ray
man.
Leonard. He wouldn't have beat him in his prime. He waited till Sugar Ray Leonard get old and then he wanted to fight him. Oh punk ass boy. You should have been born earlier. Then you could have got a real
Well,
fight.
Sugar Ray waited. There was a time Sugar Ray. We're gonna get on him too, but there was a time he should have sat down because there was no reason in 1992 he should have been fighting no damn Hector Camacho. He shouldn't have been fighting in '92.
Hector Camacho was on drugs.
I'm talking about Sugar Ray shouldn't have fought him.
I said Hector Camacho was on drugs when Sugar Ray Leonard fought him.
Oh well,
I don't know that. I'm just
I
saying.
don't. I
I
don't
don't
know
know if
that.
it's
I'm
so.
not gonna confirm it. I don't know.
I don't know
Salvador
that. I'm just saying
Sanchez.
it.
Oh yeah, born in Jay Gibson. What's up, fam? Salvador Sanchez. Yeah, big dog. I got
Man,
you.
yeah, we could
I
talk
got
about
you.
the
I'm gonna
real
write.
Mexican fighter.
I'm gonna
Cause
write some of these names down so I can remember.
he's still my all time greatest Mexican fighter
Well,
over
if you
it's
ask
him,
Canelo,
it's him,
Sugar.
then it's Oscar and then Julio.
Oh, I'm getting on Julio too. I'm talking about Julio. I'm gonna get to some of my Latino fighters because I don't want to keep everything black. I want to get to Julio
Well,
says. I want
well,
to get
you
to
know,
Chavez. I want to get to
you you already know
Marco Antonio.
next month. I ain't talking about no white fighters. I'm only talking about black fighters.
Oh shit, that's what I should have been waiting for. I should have been waiting for that. I should have
BBO gonna be
waited to
mad
do
as
that.
hell because I'm be shutting him down with every goddamn Mexican, white, Latino fighter. I'm like, nope, it's Black History Month. I ain't
You know
talking about
what?
no
Yeah,
goddamn.
you just gave me a pause button. Yeah, you gave me a pause, but you know what? It's enough black fighters to go around for the month of February, so I got time.
I'm talking about all black fighters a month of February.
Yeah, Know what? I might mix it up. I might mix it up. Old school, new school. I might mix it up.
Old school,
Depends.
new school, need the noders. I burn like
Nah,
Fergo.
you know what? That mean I ain't put no new school in it because I ain't really happy with today's new school.
Burn slow
And if
the
I
blunts
do,
and
it's gonna be certain
yayo.
fighters I mentioned. Sugar Ray did.
The potato.
Yeah, but that's what it is, y'all. Joe Frazier, man. You know, we give him his flowers like we just gave everybody else's, and that's what me and D Free been doing. And yeah, next month is Black History Month, so my man D Free gonna go in. He gonna go in next month. Gonna make we gonna it's gonna be definitely
Hey,
great. But yeah,
that wasn't no fake retirement. The man had a torn eye retina, and then he moved up to 160 to fight Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't no 160-pound fighter. That man was a 147-pound fighter. He fought a couple times at 54, and then he fought a couple times at 60, and I think he fought one time at 75 and beat the hell out of Donnie Lalonde. He beat Donnie Lalonde like a rag doll. Nah, that wasn't no cheap victory. It was straight ring IQ. He used all ring IQ in order to beat Hagler. That was the only way he was going to beat Hagler is by his ring IQ. Because his boxing ability wasn't enough. Hagler was too durable. His boxing ability wasn't enough to beat Hagler. He had to use his ring IQ.
yeah. Salute to the late great
Yeah,
going
the,
back
the
to
the
that.
very the very next fight that he got from the torn eye retina was the Hagler fight. He had a torn eye retina, and that's what sent him into his retirement. He came back, and the very first fight he fought when he came back from that 2 year layoff was Hagler. I think. Oh,
All right, we'll talk about Sugar. I got to get him. Not next. We're not next week. Next week I might even. I don't even think I'm doing no. Yeah, well, next week am I? Yeah, I am doing, but it won't be professional because we have an amateur show coming up. So yeah, next week is gonna be kind of quiet. So yeah, today I better get it in as much as I can.
next week is going to be um, all
Tay
of the
Tay, good morning,
boxers.
sis.
It's going to be all of the boxers that had some type of dealing with the ring thing.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
There was a lot of boxers that had dealings with the ring thing. And
Hmm.
the first one come to mind is Oscar.
You better stop before he see this. You got
Oscar, Oscar don't know who I am yet.
shit. He will though. If you don't see
Yeah,
it before, you'll see it after.
he won't know until too late. Boom, 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 boom. I mean,
Yeah. So
BBO already starts the show off with uh, D Free, the Puerto Rican Prince, aka Oscar hater. He starts the show off like that every time.
he better stop doing that. You
He
ain't
does
no
that
hater.
every time. I tell people, I said, no, I was an Oscar De La Hoya fan when I was coming up. I was a fan of Oscar De La Hoya.
I'm still a fan of him. I might not be a fan of
I ain't a
promoter
fan of him. I
version,
ain't a
but
fan.
I'm
I
still a
ain't a fan
fan.
of him now. That nigga ain't fighting. Ain't no fan of him now. Only thing you can go by is him promoting.
I'm still a fan of what he did in the ring. I can't. I still watch De La Hoya fights.
I
I
don't
still
think I've
watch
seen
him.
it. I I haven't seen a De La Hoya fight in a long. I think the last De La Hoya fight
I'm
I
always
seen
gonna be.
was the Bernard Hopkins fight.
I'm always gonna be a fan of him. I don't have to like what he do today outside the ring. I could care less, but what he fought who he needed to fight, and whoever he didn't fight,
Yeah, I
hey,
think that might have been the very last fight I seen of Oscar was the De La Hoya fight. I don't think I didn't watch the Floyd and Oscar fight live. I didn't
I
watch that
watched it
fight
live.
live.
I watched it live. I remember that.
I think I was away on a track meet. I didn't watch that live. I was away at a track meet when that fight happened.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched that. When I first heard it was happening, I was like, "Oh,
No, I'm
really?"
sorry. I wasn't at no goddamn track meet. I was in the army. I really didn't watch that shit live. I was in the army. I might have been in basic training at the time that happened. So I know I didn't watch it live. I forgot. I'm older than Floyd. I'm older than Floyd by a year. I watched
Yeah,
that. I was in. I probably was at in basic training when that happened. I gotta go back and look at the time frame of Oscar and Floyd, but I'm almost certain I was in basic training when that happened, so I was unable to watch that fight live.
yeah, yeah. That part. So many great fighters, so many legends to talk about. Yeah, I'm definitely next month. I'm definitely gonna get some. I'm gonna get some more. I'm trying not to go through all of them, but yeah, there are definitely gonna be some ones that we're gonna mix it up with that we could talk about. And I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't get out of hand because people are when you talk this boxing, people will just be all over the place. Everybody can't stay in one place. So, but
What you talking about?
when you be talking this boxing, people can't stay still. They're all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. Oscar did fight everybody. Big
Yeah,
dog.
big
Wasn't it?
dog. I talked about Whitaker and I talked about Trinidad already.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Big dog. You was on vacation. We talked about.
yeah, we talked. You got to go back to my videos. We talked about a lot of things. Me and
I,
D. We've been doing this for days,
I think we started off
days.
with what Hector Camacho. I mean, not Hector Camacho. Uh, uh, um,
Well, I
who?
did. I think I started
Oh,
off with
Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran.
yeah, Roberto Duran. Before that, I had did Foreman. I did a couple people where I wanted to mix it up.
Yeah,
At some point, I'm getting to Chavez. Um, because I have to get to my Latino fighters. I got to do
yeah. Because
that.
I missed the George Foreman one,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I came in on the Roberto Duran.
Well, we're gonna talk about De La Hoya another time, big dog. I'm not getting to that right now because we don't. Right now we did Frazier, so we don't talk about all that at one time. I got different days I'm gonna do all that, not at one time, because it kind of takes away from the other days. We got separate days that we do that. Um, I'm gonna De La Hoya probably come at some point, but it won't be next.
De
I
La
got
Hoya
him.
fight. We probably talk about De La Hoya for a hot second during Valentine's Day.
Nah, I'm not going live Valentine's Day. I'm not going live Valentine's Day. I'm not even about to entertain y'all for Valentine's Day. That Valentine's Day belong to me and my
I ain't
lady.
trying to hear no ring thing stories.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to Valentine's Day. I'm not going
You
live.
and you and Draper up here with the ring thing stories. I ain't trying to hear all
Listen,
that on
you won't
Valentine's
even
Day.
see me go live V-Day. It's not even happening, so I ain't worried about that. That day belong to me and Tiff. It's quiet that day. I'll go live probably for my anniversary. I got an anniversary special, and I got a birthday special. So the 9th and the
Hold up,
15th.
hold up. You go live. What anniversary,
Our wedding anniversary. What do you mean? The
nigga?
January
Why the
15th
hell
to
would
make
you go?
3
Why do you go live your wedding anniversary, nigga? My wedding anniversary. I ain't going live. Nobody.
because I will be up that morning. That's why. And then later on, I'm gonna chill. I'm not doing nothing at 7:30 in the morning. I'm chilling.
What
Valentine's
you
Day is
doing in the?
different because I
What
got
you
plans
doing
on going
Valentine's Day
away.
morning?
Oh, we're gonna be away.
Oh,
That's why we're gonna be away.
oh, yeah, y'all going to Small World?
No, we not. We probably going to see I don't know, Atlantic City. I don't know. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something.
Small world.
Jay Gibson. What'd you say, Jay Gibson? Yeah. So we got other fighters that's coming up. Chavez, Antonio Barrero. We got a couple of dudes we're gonna get into. Poison Junior Jones. Um, so many different, so many different fighters. We're gonna get into. So y'all just be patient.
Hey, uh, switch gears for a hot second. Um, how you feel about the Ortiz fight this weekend?
I don't feel nothing. I don't care about Ortiz. I'm not a fan of his.
You don't like Victor? You
I've
don't
never
like
been a
Victor?
fan of. I've never been a fan of Victor. I've never been a fan of him. That's why you never hear me say
Why you
nothing
don't
about
like
him.
Victor?
Because I don't. You ain't never hear me say nothing about Victor. Only time I
No,
mention Victor's name is when they mention Boots and his team saying we needed 48 months to fight him. I don't. It's nothing about Victor that makes me like him. I've watched him before just because he was on the TV, but I don't. I don't. I'm no
hold up.
fan of Victor.
Did you say it's nothing about Victor that you like?
No, it's nothing about Victor. What you want me to lie? It's 2024. Didn't I tell
No,
you I was gonna be a little?
I'm trying to figure out why
No,
there's
there's
nothing of.
nothing I like about Victor. There's
No,
nothing I like about Victor.
listen what I'm about to say. Listen what I'm
What?
about to say. He fight the same style as a Earl Spence.
That's cool, but that don't mean I like him. I
No,
don't
I'm
like
saying
him.
you like Earl Spence though.
That's Earl Spence. I don't like Victor
Yeah, I'm trying to
just
figure out why. There's a reason
because I
why you
don't.
don't like him.
Just because somebody fights the same style as somebody I like, that don't mean I'm gonna like that person. If somebody jokes like you, hold
You're
on.
not
That
listening.
means if somebody jokes like you, D Free, that I'm supposed to like them? No.
No,
They could joke just like you and be funny like you, and I could
and
still dislike them
I'm still going to ask you why you don't like him.
because I don't like them. I'm just gonna say I don't like them. Somebody could be funny just like you,
You gotta
right?
have a
They could be
you gotta
funny
have a
just
reason
like
why you
you,
don't like somebody.
huh?
You can't just you gotta have a reason why you don't like somebody. You can't just
Well,
not like somebody just for no reason.
it could be the way you. I don't know. It could be the way you dress. It could be the way your face look. It could be something about you that irritates me. That could make me say I don't like you.
No,
There's plenty of people that
I got a reason why I don't like the people that I don't like. It ain't nobody I don't like just because I don't like them. It's always a reason why I don't like them.
we live in a world where some people are just not gonna like you, and they might not be able to
It's a
explain to
reason.
you why they
It's a
don't like
reason
you.
why they don't. No, it's a reason why people don't like me. I know the reason why people don't like me because I'm always laughing at them.
Yeah, well, we live in a world where people don't have to explain why they don't like somebody. They can just not
No, we
like you.
don't.
That's the world.
What world you live in? No, the
No,
hell we don't.
we live in the world that's like that, D free.
No,
Everybody
we
ain't got to
don't.
come to
No,
you
we
and
don't. No,
yes,
the
we
hell
do.
we don't. No,
Yes, we do. I've been around plenty of people that say I ain't got to tell you why I don't like you. I don't. Where I come from, people ain't going to
just because they say that, that doesn't mean that that's the world that we live in because they say that.
listen because I've seen it too many times. Where I come from, right now, where I come from, people ain't got to come up to you and tell you why they don't like you. They could just say, "Yo, son, I don't like you. Why you don't like me? Because I said I don't like you."
No, like I said,
And
just
then you
because
looking
they
at them
say
like
that,
that's dumb.
that's because
But
they
did,
say that. So do you say? So you say we live in a world that because a couple of people say
No,
that.
I said that's from what I see. That's what go on, and I'm like, how you gonna not like somebody, but they don't explain? Well, I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't like him. Don't bring him around me.
So
Don't bring her around me.
so
I just don't like them. I mean, that's
that's
from what I
that
see.
that. Yeah, so basically, what you're saying is the world you live in.
No, it ain't the wo- it ain't the world I live in. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about no Victor Ortiz, man. Fuck him. I don't care nothing about him. He don't move me. I told y'all in 2024, I'm
I
gonna be a little more real and a
that
little
nigga
more serious.
that
If I ain't watching the fight and I don't
Ortiz
like him, fuck
Ortiz,
him.
Ortiz is a good fighter.
I
I
mean,
like
he
Ortiz.
okay.
He's a
He's an
good fighter.
okay fighter to people who like him, but I don't care nothing about him. I don't care nothing about that dude. I told you, I'm gonna be real with y'all. He don't move me, and I ain't watching him this week, so y'all can have him.
Well, then don't come to
Thank you.
my live because we're gonna be talking about Victor the whole time.
So y'all can talk about Victor all you want to. I don't give a fuck about Victor. Victor don't move me. Fuck Victor. What's up? No, no, no. What? What's this?
I think Victor did something to you. You got a lot of hatred towards
No,
Victor.
no, no. Victor didn't do nothing to me. I just told you I'm gonna be more real in 2024. I'm not a
That's not.
follower. I'm a leader. Fuck
That's
Victor. I
not.
don't care nothing about no
That's
Victor.
not. That's not real.
Fuck Victor.
Because,
Fuck Fury.
like I
Fuck
said,
a lot of these
that
fighters.
now Fury, I understand. Fury is a cheater. I understand Fury. That's a
No,
cheater.
that's not why I'm saying it because he's a cheater. Fuck him. I don't care if he was the cheater. I don't care about none of these dudes, man. None of them. They don't move me. None of these fighters today
Hold on,
move
hold on,
me.
hold on, hold on. How you gonna be talking about old fighters and then you say you don't care about none of these dudes?
The fighters today I don't care about. You ain't listening, D3. I said these fighters today don't move me. The fighters we talking about today are legends. The ones that we speak about every day up here. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't. I mean, like I said, Victor ain't did nothing for me to say. Okay, I don't like the way he moved. I don't like that. Now his team came out and said some retarded shit, but Victor never said that. Victor
No,
said
it's
he
not. It's
wanted.
not about that. It's just that I don't care nothing about Victor.
I,
Everybody has their fighter
I'm not.
that
I'm
they
not
like.
talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm
Oh,
not talking
okay.
about you. I'm talking about
I mean, but
me.
that's yeah,
I
that's
said
you. You have yeah, that's cool.
Victor never did anything for me to say, okay, I don't like him. Like he fights very well. He knocks out everybody he gets in the ring with. And like I said, he never ducked nobody. Now his team didn't want him to fight Boots, but Victor said he will fight him. Victor said he will fight Bud. His team didn't
Man,
want him to do that. So I can't I
uh,
can't can't speak for his team. I can only
I
speak
don't
for
know.
what come out of his mouth.
I'm at a point I don't care about these dudes today, man. Till they show me something, I really don't give a fuck about none of them. That's why I don't waste my time talking about any of them. Till they show me something, I really don't give a fuck about none of them. None of them. They got to show me something. Other than that, this week, shit, I'm good. I'll be watching me a good old amateur fight. I get more entertainment out of that. At least for amateur boxing, I ain't got to argue about it. I can have a straight conversation. You know what I
But
mean? Yeah, Vic. Yeah, I mean, Vic. I mean, hey, Victor going in there today, he could do his thing. Oh, I got you. Hold on.
those amateurs
Yeah,
that you watching turns into real boxers. They start moving
yeah.
like some of these fighters. You ain't gonna be liking them neither.
Well, the thing is, whatever they do when they turn pro is their business. I'm in the amateur business. Hey, I might talk a little pro. I ain't whatever they do when they turn pro. I ain't got shit to do with that. But I'll be the one to be able to say I was with them when they were amateurs. So whatever they do when they turn pro, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Unless I'm working in their corner or I'm a part of their team, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I care less. And I tell that to their face. They know that. I've had plenty of conversations with them. Hey, whatever, how you moving now? Don't change that. Don't change it. Don't be like these goofy
They,
asses today.
no,
You got to tell your homies.
The amateurs ain't moving
Listen.
no type of way. All they do is fight whoever they put in front of them. They don't gotta say who they can fight.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. How you doing and how you performing and how you moving in boxing. Continue to move that same way. That's what it's about. Don't change what you're doing. That's what I tell them. I don't know what nobody else is telling them, but it don't matter what anybody else is telling them. When I talk to them, hey, when they ask me for my opinion, that's what I give them. Be free. You gotta tell your homies telling boxing historians that Devin Haney, that book boxing chat. You see, you,
Better than
you,
better than the four kings. I mean, well, you could tell that person never watched none of the four kings because Devin Haney ain't better than none of the four kings.
a lot of y'all dudes ain't watching. This is why I be like, yo, this is why I don't be bringing these niggas names up because a lot of y'all just don't be knowing what the fuck
No,
y'all be talking about,
I
man.
don't know not nail one of those four kings ducked anybody.
This is why I don't be talking this shit, man. Cause y'all just say any fucking
I,
thing, man.
I don't know about none of them ducking
Y'all ain't gonna
anybody.
like me. Y'all ain't gonna like me this year, cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so brutally honest with y'all. I'm gonna start shutting some of y'all down, man.
I'm supposed to sit and
Y'all
talk,
just
and
be
I took the
talking about.
first. I'm supposed to take the second one.
Y'all just be talking about anything, bro. Anything. Anybody just say anything because boxing comes out their mouth. That shit's crazy. Y'all be killing me with that. I could tell it's gonna be a long year this year with some of y'all. A long year. Until these fighters do what they supposed to do, I'm gonna be on their ass.
Pause. He said, "Tell these fighters to do what they supposed to do. I'm
Oh,
gonna be on their ass."
hey, listen, I ain't doing no pause in 2024. I'm being real. I'm gonna be on your ass, all y'all. Y'all be coming up here with the most stupidest. Y'all be on the most stupid. Hey, listen, I'm about to be 41. I ain't doing no pause. Not in 2024.
But it's the way you put that together. You said,
I
"I'm
don't
not.
care.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
be on
doing
your
no
ass. I'm
pause.
gonna say it just like that in
I'm
2024.
gonna be real. I'm
Be
gonna
free.
be
Who
on
I'm
your ass."
talking straight up. Ain't no pause. This is 2024. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and how y'all take it is how y'all take it. He said, "D free, who you? D free, who am I talking about?"
Uh,
Well, I don't know. We don't do no name dropping, big dog, so it don't matter. Y'all, I guess he wants you to
I
say
really
who you
don't know.
talking about.
I'm just going off basically what you said. I don't know who you talking about. And say, hold up. He said, "D free, tell your homies."
Oh,
He
let me put
said,
it back
"Tell
up.
your homies, telling boxing historian that Devin is better than the Four Kings." Some fool wrote that in. I don't know. I don't know who wrote that in the chat, but whoever wrote that, they ain't been paying attention to the Four Kings because
They ain't watching boxing. They just running their mouth, bro. That's all they
uh,
doing, running their
I don't
mouth.
see nothing that Devin Haney does that's better than the Four Kings. Now
Whoever told you that,
you could probably say he's better than that one in a certain area, or he's better than that one in a certain area. But to say he's better than the Four Kings, no, I don't see that at all. I don't know who wrote it, and like I said, I don't really care who wrote it, but whoever wrote it, they ain't been watching the Four Kings because if you watch the Four Kings, ain't nothing about Devin Haney that you say, okay, he's better than the Four Kings. The only thing Devin Haney did that I would say is probably better than any one of the Four Kings is he's his own promoter. That's about the only thing. That's
yeah,
about the only thing I could say. Other than that,
yeah.
I can't say. Now you could say he's a better boxer than Roberto Duran. You could say that. You might can even think that he might be a better boxer than Tommy Hitman Hearns, but he's not a bigger puncher than Marvin Hagger. He's not a better boxer or bigger puncher or more skilled than Sugar Ray Leonard. So I don't know. I don't know who said that. Like I said, I don't really care who said it, but I know they ain't been watching the Four Kings if they said that.
Uh, yeah, cats just be talking, man. They ain't
You
watch,
can't even say that Devin Haney is better than the Four Kings. His career is not even over.
like niggas just be talking. That's why I'm like this year. I'm putting my foot in y'all asses. Y'all just say anything, bro. That's
It,
why
it,
I'm unsubscribing to
and
channels.
that's what I was talking about the other day when I was on the live with BBO and we was talking. He was talking about they stopping To from being great or they stopping this person from being great. I said, dog, none of these guys are great. None of these guys are great. He was like, what you mean? You don't think none of these guys are great? Now they can continue doing what they're doing, and they eventually at the end of their career they might be great. I said, but when we was talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and all these guys, when they was fighting, we wasn't saying they was great. It was after their fights and their fighting career was over with. And we go back and look and we say, okay, this is an all-time great because of what he did in the ring. It wasn't what he was doing in the ring. We say he was an all-time great. It was after his career was over. We say, okay, he's an all-time great because of what he did in the ring.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and none of these guys are great until their career is over and you go back and look and see everything they did and then you judge it. on what they did in the ring, then you can say, okay, yeah, he's on the level of an all-time great because of all the stuff that he did. That's like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan playing, you said, yeah, he that Michael Jordan bad. He wasn't considered the GOAT until his career was over with. They were saying he's on the way to being one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he wasn't considered that while he was playing. He was considered that after he finished playing.
Yeah. Niggas don't know what they be talking about. People just be running their fucking mouths. That's why this shit, I'm not listening to none of y'all. None of y'all. Because
Because
y'all
Devin,
just say
any
whatever.
one of these fighters right now, their career can end tomorrow. And then you look at their career, you be like, nah, they had potential of being an all-time great, but their career was too short. The same thing they say about Salvador Sanchez. They say they don't consider him a great because his career was too short. So how can you say these other guys have been great? Salvador Sanchez did a lot in the 5 years that he fought than most of these guys did.
Can't tell them
But
that.
you don't consider him an all-time great because his career was
Can't
too short.
can't
So if
tell them
these
that.
guys ain't did what Salvador Sanchez did in 5 years, how can you consider him great? They ain't did what he did, and you don't consider him great.
Dudes leave. They leave with mental issues. They take a loss. They fight one time. You don't see them come back to 6 months, 2 years. Like
Like I,
it's
I,
like
I really, I really don't even care about people fighting one time a year. I mean, if that's what they choose to
you
do,
do.
that's what they choose to do. It's just a matter
I
of
do.
who you fighting in that one time. If you
Nah, I
fighting
do.
all top, I mean, some people do. I don't care about that. But if you fighting all
That's
top
what's wrong with
competition,
that's what's wrong with boxing now, man.
no, it's
One
not because
time.
you don't know what a person's body go through in that one fight that he had. He might had to sit out for a year.
Your
His
your
body
body
might been
going
doing
through something, D free, but you got enough time to be on Twitter talking shit about somebody, sign a
yeah.
contract, doing this, and every time you turn around, you at more fights. You sitting in more fights in front row than you're in. Like, come
No,
on, man.
no, you could be on Twitter and you ain't got to
Boxing,
fight.
boxing is trash, man. It's trash. It's trash.
That's
That's the
because y'all
problem.
y'all y'all got so used to people fighting 4 or 5 times a year.
No, I ain't
And I
got
keep
used to. I ain't
I
got used to
I keep
nothing.
trying
That's
to
why I'll just be like, yo, listen, y'all could do whatever, but unless I really see you doing something, I ain't talking about it. That's why the
I keep
fight this week, I ain't talking about it because it's like, for what? It's nothing to talk about. Like, what
I
is there
keep
to
telling
talk about?
y'all, all the top fighters, I don't care who they are, they all only fight once to maybe 2 times a year. All of them. I don't care who they are. They all fight 1 to 2 times a year once they get to a certain level. It's only the prospects that fight multiple times a year because they build in their name. Once they build their name, they all cut
Patrick
down to once or twice a year.
took
They all do.
2 games off. Yeah, big dog Willie. Yeah, it don't matter. That's the shit, Big Willie.
That
And
was the reason why. That was the
everybody's
reason
comfortable
why
with
they.
it, Big Willie.
That's the reason why they gave Canelo Fighter of the Year because he fought 4 times. That was the reason why they gave him Fighter of the Year because he fought
And that's
four
what's wrong
times.
with boxing now, Big Willie. That's why I don't be caring about shit. That's why I talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. I let the rest of these goofies get on here and just continue to make a mockery out of the damn sport. It ain't just the fighters. It's the so-called fans too that's participating in the goofy shit. That's why I said this year I'm not with it. I'll let y'all have that.
Y'all said,
Y'all can have that.
imagine Patrick Mahomes taking 2 games off. Um, I, I mean, he not taking 2 games off just to take 2 games off. He take 2 games off because he injured. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what these fighters go through. I can't sit here and say, "Oh, this guy needs to be fighting more times a year." If that man's body is beat up and he think he need to rest his body, so be it. So be it. Like I said, I don't care about how many times you fight a year. I care about the quality of the fight. It's not the quantity of the fight, it's the quality. If you giving me big fights every time you fight, I don't care how many times you fight a year. You giving me big fights every time I see you get in the ring. I remember the quality, not the quantity. Because you give me 6 bullshit ass fights, I'm not watching none of them. But if you give me one big fight a year, I'm watching it every time. You give me a big fight, I'm watching it every time. I'm not watching 6 bullshit fights. People worry about the quantity instead of the quality. Oh, these guys need to be fighting 4 or 5 times a year. Against who? Who are you gonna fight 4 or 5 times a year? Because he ain't fighting the top competition 4 or 5 times a year. Ain't none of them doing that. And then when they come out, they have a big fight, and then they have a bullshit fight. Y'all complain about him having a bullshit fight. He not getting a big fight every time they fight. If they
Big
fight
Tex, what
multiple
up?
times a year, I ain't seen nobody have a big fight every single time in a multiple fight year.
Yeah, they don't have days. They give you a garbage fight and expect you to pay for it. Yeah, well, yeah, Big Willie. Like I said, that's the one we live in. That's why I be like, I'd rather go watch my amateurs, because at least I know it's amateurs, and I'm not trying to make a comparison, but at least I know I'm gonna see one of my favorite amateurs do what
No,
they do.
I'm
Enough
not. I'm
times in
not.
1 year.
I'm not talking about the fact that they putting on bullshit fights. I'm saying I don't have a problem with them fighting once a year if it's a big fight. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Now, if they only fighting once a year and they fighting a bullshit fight, then yeah, you could complain about that because it's a bullshit fight. You can complain about that.
Yes.
I ain't giving them a pass to have one fight a year and it's a bullshit fight. I'm not giving them a pass for that.
BC, what
I
up?
say it's the quality, not the quantity.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, BC?
Yeah,
Darknesses.
this year gonna be one of them years, boy.
No, it
What?
ain't. It's gonna be one
What
of them years
wrong?
for y'all. It's gonna be the
No, it ain't gonna
same.
be one of them years for me because I don't have to participate in what everybody is. I'm sticking to my amateur boxing. I don't give a fuck about all the rest of this shit that everybody talking about because I don't have. I'm like Quee. Shit, this shit is an option for me. I ain't got to be a part of it. That's what separates my shit from everybody else. Because it really don't matter to me. What wrong 3 fights with 2 good fights? I don't get that question. Maybe you can.
What's
What
that?
is he saying, D? He said, "What wrong 3 fights with 2 good fights?"
Nothing is wrong with 3 fights if
Once a
two of them are good. Nothing is wrong with that.
once a
I
once a
said
year once a year is too little.
no.
Oh,
I said it's nothing wrong with that. If they fight three or 4 times a year and they giving you good fights in those 3 or 4 times a year, there's nothing wrong with that. I said it's about the quality, not the quantity. But what I'm saying is, if a fighter is putting on a big fight and then he take a mediocre fight and then put on another big fight, when he puts on that mediocre fight, niggas are going to complain about the mediocre fight, even though he just gave you a big fight. They're going to complain about the mediocre fight because they want them to fight big fights over and over again. That's why I said I have no problem with these fighters fighting once a year if it's a big fight because people's going to complain about the mediocre fight even though he just had a big fight. Y'all already know how these fans are. They're going to find something to complain about. So even though, like, let's use for example, Tank Davis, he fought twice. One of those fights was a big fight, but you hear people complain about the Hector Garcia the whole goddamn year. They complain about the Hector Garcia fight, but he put on a big fight, and they try to complain about that, even though 2 years ago people wanted him to fight Ryan Garcia. They wanted that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight. Then it finally happened. People complained about it. As I said, people are going to find something to complain about. That's why I said I have no problem with them fighting once a year if it's a big fight. I have no problem with that.
oh shit. Take that off. Yeah, yeah, man.
Because I've been around the sport of boxing, I understand what these fighters go through, and I know how these fighters move, and I know what they ain't trying to hear. They ain't trying to hear the fans complaining about every single fight they get in the ring with. So A lot of them put on a big fight and then they take some time off, go chill with their family because they spent 3 months away from their family because they was in training camp. So they go, they had a big fight. They take some time off to heal up, and then they go have vacation with their family since they've been away for 3 months.
Yeah, everybody needs rest, even their favorite fighter.
I can call it for what it is because I know what it is, and I don't have a favorite fighter. I'm gonna keep the same energy for all of them. I can call it for what it is, but some people have favorite fighters, and they're gonna say their fighter ain't doing nothing wrong, but then another fighter do the same thing that their favorite fighter is doing, and they gonna complain about the other fighter. Me, I'm gonna complain about all of them if they doing it wrong. I'm gonna praise all of them if they doing it right.
Yeah, well, I'm at a point where I'm just not gonna complain about none of them. I'm just gonna be like, look, if I see some goofy shit, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm not watching it. I ain't buying the ticket. I'm just not gonna participate in it because complaining about all of them sometimes won't fix it, right? But I get what you're saying, D Free. So stay with me. I'm just at a point where this year I'm just not gonna complain about none of it because I don't have to participate in it. If I don't like it, I just won't watch it. I won't pay for it. I won't support it. It gets no play on my show. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta
I'm about to
tune this shit out because you'll be on a podcast arguing with somebody about it. Like if you was to say that with BBO, you know, but why wouldn't you dog, I don't have to explain why. I just told you. I'm not gonna complain about none of them. I'm just not gonna support none of them. Like the three ones we keep talking about, if there's no type of excitement going on with them this year, or I can't say Devin because Devin's been doing this thing. If there's no excitement with the other two, I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to
uh,
make videos about it.
I'm not even worried about the big three. I'm not even worried about
Oh,
them
not just
because
them, any of these guys. I ain't got to
that's what
talk
I'm about
about
to
it.
say. Because I look at all of these fighters. I don't just focus
Oh,
on the big three. A lot of people focus on just the big three.
the big three, yeah,
That's what they
and that
focus
shit
on.
makes and that aggravates me because y'all act like they the only three in the damn world that's fighting, and that shit irritates the hell out of me. Irritates me. Y'all got channels just to talk about the same three motherfuckers every day. That shit is crazy, bro.
I
But
look at
hey,
all
what
of
do
them
I know?
like Bam Rodriguez. He fought before the new year.
Sonny,
Nobody was talking about him.
no, no,
David Morrell. Everybody wants to see him in the ring. He got very little play when he was fighting. So that's
yeah.
why I'm like, I talk about all these guys. Talk about
Hey,
all of them because
they got to do what
all
works
of
for
them,
them.
all of them is deserve to get some airplay because if they don't get no airplay, nobody's never gonna know none of these fighters.
But this is the point that I be trying to make. But they got to do what's best for their channel. But if we talk about shit like that, it make it seem like people are being haters. We're not being haters. We're trying to make some sense out of this shit. And then when
I
you
mean,
try to talk about a fighter that's coming up, like if you want to talk about Victor this week, somebody will interrupt that shit by bringing up Devin or somebody. That pisses me off. Like I'm just telling y'all, I'm gonna start being real.
anybody
I
want.
told you.
I mean, the only person that try to bring up somebody else is goddamn BBO. He be trying to bring up T.O.
Well,
or
it ain't
Ryan
just him
Garcia.
that's doing it. It's not just him that's doing it. Even before we hooked up with him, it was a lot of cats that was doing that shit. When it's
I'm
those,
talking about
when,
my channel. I'm talking about my
yeah, but
channel.
I'm just saying, period. I'm talking about period. A lot of cats do that. Even before we got with him, I'm just saying, a lot of cats do that. Now, if Victor fighting this week, and then you got somebody like, well, who do you think Canelo's gonna fight this year? Negro, we ain't talking about him.
Oh,
A
I
lot of
see.
y'all don't know how to stick to the topic.
I don't be paying attention to the damn chat like that. I keep telling y'all, I don't pay attention to the chat like that. Niggas be having conversation with other people in the chat because if it's something that I'm talking about and you conversating in the chat, then I respond on. But if I ain't talking about it and you bringing up some wild shit, I'm not responding to it. I'm gonna act like I don't even see it. I'm
Like
not even
nobody
responding
knows.
to it.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Hmm?
I don't even respond to like
Start ignoring them.
we literally was in the chat and we're not in the chat. We was doing a live stream and somebody brought up Tyson Fury. And we weren't talking nothing about heavyweights or none of that. We was
Oh, that
talking
might have been
about
that dude. That might have been that dude I blocked over here. Well, I ain't
we
block him, but
we wasn't talking about heavyweights or nothing. We was talking. I think we were talking about the Monster Inouye fight or something. He brought up Tyson Fury. We act like that shit ain't even come across the screen. We ain't even conversate on it.
y'all bought, did y'all bring it up like that? Did y'all bring it up, or did y'all just happen to look down and see it?
We looked down and saw it and kept on talking. We ain't highlighted or none of that. We just kept on talking. Like I said, if it's some off the walls that I ain't talking about, I'm not entertaining it at all. I act like I don't even see it.
Yeah, man,
I,
dudes is a
I,
bunch of lames, man.
I don't.
Good
That's
morning,
why
good morning, good morning.
I don't get a lot of that. I don't get a lot of that energy on my side because I don't entertain the energy. So once they realize I'm not entertaining it, they end up leaving or going somewhere else anyway. Because I'm not
Yeah,
entertaining
exactly.
it. Like other people entertain it. That's why they keep putting stuff in the chat because they keep entertaining it.
Yeah,
I
they
just
keep
ignore it.
saying it. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to ignore it. Other than that, you'll find yourself in a
That's
place. You'll find
my
yourself in a
father
space where
always
you
told
just
me
be
that.
going back and forth.
If somebody want to
Hmm?
argue, don't argue with them because they ain't gonna sit there and argue with themselves.
No,
So that,
arguing with you. I'm not. I'm just gonna get you. See over here. I'll just get you out of here. That's all.
no,
I
I'm
can
talking about
like.
that's what my father. I'm using that as an example. My father said when somebody want to argue with you, you don't argue with them. They ain't gonna sit there and argue with themselves. Eventually, they're gonna shut up or they're gonna leave. They're not gonna sit there
Yeah.
and argue. So when somebody puts something in the chat, I just ignore it. When they
That's
see
why I keep my.
I'm not mentioning it, they end up leaving.
That's
This
why I
nigga ain't
keep my
reading none of my
phone.
comments.
That's why I keep my phone by me, right? Because when you see me look down and I see some, if somebody with a wrench don't get him, I get him. I just get him up out of here. That's why when you see me looking like that, I'll see. I'm waiting for them to come in. Waiting, because I'm not gonna play with you. I'm gonna have more blocks this year than McKinney Mutombo. Watch. I'm gonna be a blocking ass dude. Oh, I'm gonna have so many blocks. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Did you go back and look at that live when dude came in that day, the next day?
Who you talking about?
When the dude came in there with the black face talking about nigga.
He was on somebody else's channel.
He came on your joint when we was doing I think we was doing
Yeah,
Roberto
but he
Duran or
came on
something like
somebody else's. He came on. Oh, that was what's his name? Shit.
upper echelons.
He came over. He came over there. He came over there, and they was talking about. They were talking about Pernell Whitaker, and he said something about lynching, and they read it, and I had told him. I said, "Yo, that dude is a troll." And they was like, "Yo, Clarence, get him." Yeah, and he had gave me a wrench. He said, "Oh, word, you could time him out, right?" I said, "Nah, I got a better one." Blocked him and reported him. I said, "Yeah, that dude came on my channel talking the same craziness. Like these dudes be goofy. They be goofy, man. Like who takes time to keep making accounts? Like these dudes are weirdos, man. Weirdos. Where y'all at today, though? Does it seem like when y'all see a black face, y'all can't take that? Where y'all at today, though? I miss seeing them. I want them to come up. It makes my channel more popping. Where they at, Free? Why don't you call them? Call them,
They,
Free.
I ain't got their phone numbers. They don't come to my chat. They came to
Call them,
BVO
Free.
chat. They came to BVO chat. BVO put them on the platform, and it was like
No.
he was like
Why would he do that?
I
It
told I
did.
said dog he said he thought it was somebody that we knew or whatever. I'm like dog,
How you thought
anybody
it was
can click
somebody we knew?
when you
If
put the
I
link
don't
in the
confirm,
chat, dog. Anybody
listen,
can click the link.
how you thought it was somebody we know and they ain't got no rent? How you thought that? That was stupid. That's why
Um,
when I was on IG, I used to tell people, I used to ask people, you know them? You know them? No, I don't know them. Nobody knows you, dog. You're not coming up here. When I want to come and talk boxing, I don't care what you want to talk about. If I can't look at your IG and it's private and I can't see who you are, there's no Facebook, there's no nothing of you, and you think you just about to come up, it ain't about to happen because I'm not with that weird shit. Because once you come up and do that, I can't share the video now. Now I gotta delete it. Some people just asking for attention when they should just be enjoying. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, you right about that. But you gonna get the wrong attention over
Huh?
here because I'm not gonna play with you.
I said,
Everybody else
just looking
plays
at it.
with you.
That's the first
I'm
thing.
not gonna play with people over here. I like to have a good time. I like to joke around. We're trying to get back to having fun on YouTube. So when you think you finna come over here and disturb what I got going on, it's not about to happen. Not about to happen. Oh, we ain't gonna do that. And I've been doing this long enough. I might not have been on YouTube for 10 years, but I've been doing this covering this shit for a little minute now to know. To know. There's 365 days in the year. I've been on this shit long enough to understand how this goes. Where you going now, Free?
I'm at the house now, dropping my wife off, and get ready.
You back at the cribbo.
Yeah, get ready to pick up my daughter real
Nah,
quick.
I'm probably gonna watch the fight this week, man. I'll be talking my little shit. But I'll be watching. I'll be watching the fight this week. You know I like to fuck with you, Free, the same way you be messing with me. Nah, I'll tell you what though. What I do want to see is Virgil get back into because I remember he had some health issues, which I'm hoping that he got over.
We'll see
I'm hoping he got over that.
if this fight go through, then he probably got over it because it was every time he was in training when he was at 47,
Yeah.
right? Like
Then
the
he went
week
up to like
before the fight,
160. They said he went up to 163 pounds. Like he had gained some weight.
because he was already a big dude for some reason. Like he fought
Yeah.
at 54 in the amateurs. For some reason, they thought to bring him down to 47, and he can't make
Life was
that weight.
stressful. I ain't gonna
He's
lie.
a he's a he's a
Well,
he's a big dude.
well, Keynes. I mean, I don't. Yeah, because for some people, sports is their life. For some people, that's why you see people take it serious. You see why when you go to these baseball, football games, it could get real. It can get real. A lot of time, fans ain't fighting just because they drunk. You say something wrong about a team, somebody will stall off on you for real.
Yeah,
And a lot of people have made money off of sports. I've known somebody who gambled, and gambling has changed their life. Like betting on it has changed their life. Some people that made good money
I
off of
mean,
betting,
it could change their life good or bad because if they
all
won a
bad.
lot of money, it was good. If they lost a lot of money, they sitting there bad.
I mean, if you try to take the little bit of you try to take the rent money and go, I can go flip this and still be able to pay the rent, and then next thing you know, shit.
That flip turned into you spent this, and you trying to figure out how you going to explain that to the missus.
Now you like, oh man, how am I go back and tell her this? She ain't
Be
trying to
like,
hear this shit.
be like Ashley Larry on Dave Chappelle when he came with the rent money. Give me that goddamn money and go upstairs and put some lotion on right now.
Man, look,
Oh my God.
you be like Woody Harris. What's this? What's it? Woody Harris?
Yeah, Woody
You'll be
Harris.
like Woody Harris and White Man Can't Jump. You better be careful.
Woody Harrison. Oh, yeah, Woody Harrison on White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, you don't want to be like him.
Again,
Every time
baby.
you
Her ass
every time
left
you
me
come
that day.
home, she got a bottle and a dress on. She ready to do her thing, and now you got to explain to her. Lost the money today. How do you explain that? Don't
Yeah.
don't be Woody, y'all.
That's why I always tell people, nigga, if you gambling, you got to be gambling with money you willing to lose because there's a possibility that you can lose it.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're by yourself in life, it's okay. But when you have to go home to your other half and tell them that you lost it, That's not a good thing. Now, when you just you by yourself, then it's more easier because you have nobody you have to explain nothing to. It's like, okay, I lost it. I have to take this one. But when you have your other half, I don't care if you're married or if you just boyfriend and girlfriend. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Mm.
Be careful, y'all. Don't be out here just gambling to prove a point. Don't do it. But
They,
nah,
they they can prove a
what's that
point to
fight? That
me
so
and
hold on.
lose.
Let me ask you something.
What's
I
up?
just thought about something. It just this kind of startled me just now. Ortiz is on what, top rank?
No, Ortiz is Golden Boy. He's
Shit.
on the
Why did I
zone.
think he was top rank?
Yeah, he's Golden Boy. That's the last. That's the last big name fighter that. Actually, not the last now because Golden Boy just signed Jose Ramirez. He just signed Jose Ramirez.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out, time out, time out, time out. They just signed Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, at 140, and so that might be another
So
fight that.
Jose left what was Jose with PBC?
Uh, I think Jose was with Top Rank. I think he was with Top Rank.
Excuse me. Yes, he was. He was with Top Rank. So he left Top Rank or Top Rank let him go. Either way you look at it, he ain't with them no more.
Yeah. So yeah, but
Damn.
I mean that might be a future fight for Ryan Garcia, Jose Ramirez and Ryan might be a future fight.
The only thing I see in Ryan Garcia's future is more Soul Glow commercials.
I don't know. He talking like he got his head on straight right
Nah.
now.
Well, we might. I don't know. Is it Ryan next for him? I don't know. We gotta see, man. I just be hating to talk about shit. You know, you get amped about it, and then we just
Actually,
gotta see. We only in
that's
January. We gotta see.
that's actually an interesting fight. Jose Ramirez and Ryan Garcia. Ryan
Oh yeah,
Garcia got a opportunity of beating Jose Ramirez because Jose Ramirez just comes straight in with the high guard. And that's tailor made for a style like Ryan Garcia, who don't have great footwork, got fast hands, and got power. That's a
So is
that's
so
great.
Ryan is Matchroom,
No,
right?
Ryan is Golden Boy.
He's still Golden Boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got. I think he got one or two more fights left on Golden Boy. He's trying to get out of the Golden Boy deal, but he
That
wants to come to
relationship, that
PBC.
relationship over there is that relationship over there is crazy.
Yeah, he's
That
trying to get out of
relationship is
Golden Boy and come
crazy.
to PBC, but he's still with Golden Boy.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. That should be a good one though. I didn't know he went over. Okay, I didn't even read nothing about that about him going over there. Um, Jose.
Yep,
Hey, Big Dream.
big dream. They
Hi,
calling you.
baby. Good morning. What you mean? What? I want to say good morning. Why you rude? You so rude. Hi, buddy.
He's like, "Hi."
Hey, Big Dream. Oh man, I love seeing him, man. That's my buddy right there, man. What he eating this morning? He ate already?
Yeah, he ate Roy Rogers chicken.
D free. It's 9:28 in the morning.
That nigga eat whatever he want. I'm glad it
So
was some
your
chicken.
man just got up and started busting wings down early in the morning. He's definitely gonna be my new friend. And you too. He got the yo. They still got those juices.
Yeah, they do.
Them juices still exist. Yo, it's hard to find one of those out here, man. We used to
Nigga,
have them a lot out here.
I showed it to you yesterday. There you go, right here, a whole bucket.
Yo, we used to have them juices hard body out here. I don't even know if they still got them here. I know they
They
done
got them. They
fell
got them
off.
at Walmart.
Shit, we can't find a Walmart out here for nothing.
Nigga,
Well,
we
certain.
get them. We get them at the grocery store, but
Has
they
there
sell
ever
them at the
been a
grocery.
boxing match where an old school boxer passes the torch to a new? But of course, don't everybody passes the torch to somebody. That happens in life. Everybody passes the torch, not just in boxing, in music, movies,
Most of the
comedy.
time in boxing, they pass the torch. But it seemed like Canelo don't want to pass the torch to David Benavidez because he know that's what it's going to be. If he get in the ring with David Benavidez, he's going to be passing to the torch.
His ass going. He might be afraid to get
Oh,
torched.
you know what I downloaded to my phone? You might need to download this too. I don't
What?
know. I downloaded Box Live. I get to see all of the rankings and all of the fights that's coming up.
Box Live. Box Live.
It's
Yeah,
box
I'm gonna have to download that. Box Live.
it's box.live.com.
Box Live. Dot. Okay. Yeah. I'll. Yeah. So it shows you what all up and coming fights.
All up and coming fights. It shows you the ranking for every sanctioning body, every weight class.
Okay. I'm gonna
which
have
is
to check
good.
that out.
Which is good for me because I was putting together my pound for pound list, and I was trying to think of all of the fighters. I'm like, damn, I can't remember all of these goddamn fighters. Now I got them all, so now I can put my pound for pound list together.
Yeah. I always keep mine in my head because these
Yeah,
fools out here.
I try to keep it in my head, but it's so many damn fighters that I like
You
that
know why I said that? Because when you start, and I know you don't care, but it's like when you, like I always say, and I'm tired of saying, my list don't have to look like yours. You start telling people, well, who's your, as soon as you mention a fighter, well, what's your pound for pound list look like? Man, it don't matter. What the fuck does that got to do with the conversation we having?
right.
Like, my list got to look like yours? What do you mean? What do you mean? In a way, he's not on. He's not top five. What do you mean?
Some people get bent out of shape when you ain't got their favorite fighter on your list.
I bet you any amount of money he'll beat the hell out of Tank. Okay,
I
okay,
bet you he won't.
sure. Okay, I put my whole EBT card on it, boy. Bet you he won't.
Right.
Tank, I had that man. Tank, I had that man speaking English so fast.
You see, he ain't thinking about going up there fighting no goddamn tank. That man said, "Nah, I'm gonna stay at 122 a little while
First of
longer."
all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna go bad in two ways. It's gonna go bad in two ways because even if there's a possibility you did that, the fight ain't happening on your turf, homie,
Nope.
and he not coming over here. And the first thing you idiots will say is, well, why won't he come over here? Why he been ain't coming over here? What you talking
Why,
about?
why isn't he coming over here? And why do Tank need to go over there? Is the two major questions. Until you
Yeah,
answer that, you will not understand why you're not getting that fight. Well,
yeah,
Tank can make more money over there. No, the hell he can't. Tank is not making no. He's not making more than $120 million for that fight over there in Japan.
yeah. Well, you can't tell these idiots that.
It's like I was saying yesterday, Japanese yen is less than American money. There's only a couple of countries where their currency is more than American. There's only a couple of countries, and if you're not fighting in those countries, you're making less money because when you transfer that money over, unless they give you the U.S. dollars, unless they're giving you U.S. dollars, if they're giving you in their money, when you transfer that money over, that money is less when you transfer it over. Now, if you got U.S. dollars and you transfer it over to your country, you got more money. Like I said, Monster anyway will make more money fighting in the U.S. transferring that money over to Japanese yen. Because if he make $5-6 million fighting Tank Davis here, he transfer that shit over. That shit is like 100 and some odd $1 million or 200 something million, something like that.
Yeah, that's why everybody stop. Everybody need to just stop making the conversation about this anyway and Tank. Like y'all stop. Y'all find anything to talk. Y'all find anything to damn talk about and go. Well, it's boxing. Yeah, but just because it's
I had
boxing, that don't mean it's gonna happen.
I shut that down a long time ago when I
Just
told
because it's
them.
boxing, that don't mean it's gonna happen. That's what y'all need to get out your head. Y'all take any fighters from a low weight class versus a high weight class, try to make some sense out of the shit, and then say why they should fight or where they should fight or how much the fighters should be getting. Man, if y'all don't stop the cap, stop.
It don't even make sense for
Don't make sense. It
it doesn't
doesn't.
make sense for Monster anyway or Tank Davis. Tank Davis, he's not going to get no praise if he wins that fight. He's going to get nothing but criticism, and if he loses that fight, he's really going to get criticized.
Oh, they're gonna try to flame him.
The same thing like Oscar. I mean, like Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. He's not going to get no praise for beating Bud Crawford, and if he loses to Bud Crawford, he's going to get crucified. So it's a lose lose for those two fighters. It's a lose
But you
lose for
can't
Tank
tell
Davis. It's a
these
lose
dudes
lose
that
for
free.
Canelo.
But you can't tell these dudes that because they don't care, man.
They
They
be like,
so
oh
quick to
well,
say what somebody
he
else should
fighting
be doing.
he fighting a two-time undisputed champion, or he fighting somebody that's on a pound for pound list. Nigga, don't nobody care about no goddamn pound for pound list. That's why people bring up, oh well, he ain't on the pound for pound. Dog, I don't care about him being on the pound for pound. You tell me what award, what money do they get for being on a pound for pound list? They don't get no extra money. They don't get no
No,
award for being on pound for pound. None whatsoever. So y'all so caught up in who's on the pound for pound list, but then y'all spend all this time saying their pound for pound don't make sense. So why do you care if somebody's on it if it doesn't make sense? Why do you care if your fighter is on that pound for pound if it doesn't make sense?
yeah.
I keep trying to tell people, y'all arguments is has no merits whatsoever because you shit on the pound for pound, but then you praise somebody for fighting somebody that's on that pound for pound. But didn't you just shitting on that pound for pound? But you gonna praise somebody for fighting that person that's on the pound for pound. But you just said that pound for pound ain't don't mean shit. I don't understand. Y'all can't have it both ways. Either that pound for pound don't mean shit, or it do mean shit. It got to be one or the other. It can't be both. It can't mean shit and not mean shit. It means shit when your fighter is on there. It doesn't mean shit
It's just
when he's
very
not on there.
yeah. It just don't make no sense to me, bro. I never could understand it. I never could, and this is why I be like I had the attitude that I have, because I just
Right,
be like I don't
nigga.
give a damn.
Nigga told me, oh, well, he not on the pound for pound. Yes, he is. Where you see him at on the pound for pound? I pulled up my pound for pound. There you go, right there. Well, your pound for pound don't mean nothing. Well, who said that they pound for pound means something? Who said that pound for pound that ESPN put out, Ring Magazine put out, and whoever else put out? Who said that those pound for pounds mean something? The only people that said that means something are the people that work for those companies. Those are the only ones that said that pound for pound means something. So since I work for my own company, my pound for pound means shit. It means something. Y'all niggas is
Well,
retarded.
yeah, you gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense, man. But that's why I'd be like, you can't argue with these dudes, man. You just can't, man. And I'm not getting caught up in it. It's gonna be a lot of it this year, but I promise to God, I'm not, because you'll stress yourself out.
They
You stress out.
that's why I said they can't have that argument with me because I'm a look past that shit, look through that shit all at the same time. They can't have that
Somebody,
argument with me. Can't tell me that the
you know,
pound for
but
pound don't
they
mean
like to
shit.
do it free, and it pisses me off because it's like, what did we, if you really think about it, what are we really arguing about? What are you trying to make an argument about?
Because I hear that argument every day, and I be sitting there laughing. I'm like, y'all really having this argument when you just said that ESPN pound for pound don't mean shit. But then when you turn around, you start talking about your favorite fighter. Or when he fought him, he was on a pound for pound. Didn't you just tell me 5 minutes ago that ESPN pound for pound don't mean shit? Why are you bringing it up? You just told me that it don't mean shit. Oh, but it means shit now because your fighter is on there, or the fighter that you're fighting, the fighter that your favorite fighter is fighting is on there. So now it does mean something. Y'all can't have that argument with me, dog. You can't have it both ways. Either the shit don't mean nothing, or it does mean something. Me personally, it doesn't mean anything because it's all based off opinion. It's opinion based. If you believe that this guy's a good fighter, you believe this style is better than that style, you're gonna have him on a pound for pound. If you don't believe it, then he's not gonna have him on a pound for pound, or he's gonna be low ranked on your pound for pound.
I mean,
That
listen,
is all what you believe.
to me, I look at it like this. The rules are very simple, man. And this is as simple as you could put it. Whoever's on your list, that's your list. Whatever my list looks like everybody should be able to get together and say, okay, that's what your list look like. Okay. But then it's like now you got to go out of your way to explain. I'm not saying that nobody has a right to ask you why that guy, but some of y'all get caught up in your feelings. But why is he on the list and he's not on the list? Because
Yeah,
that's who I got.
I had that argument before. They was like, I can't believe you got Abdullah Mason ranked number 5 on your pound for pound. Well, nigga, I can't believe you got motherfucking Monster anyway ranked number 2 on your pound for pound, or number 1 on
Well,
your
no,
pound
he
for pound.
didn't. Number two.
Dog, niggas
Okay.
had Monster anyway ranked number 1, and
Whoa.
I'm supposed to be cool with that. But then when I say I got Abdullah Mason ranked number 5, oh, how the fuck you got Abdullah Mason ranked number 5? That
Yo,
nigga hasn't done anything,
I
dog.
seen somebody have
Abdullah Mason,
anyway.
Abdullah Mason
I've
is,
seen
is a
some. Look,
no.
I seen somebody have Bud. I seen somebody have anyway in front of Bud. I said, "Oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's what I'm saying. They
no,
had
we
they had
didn't do
anyway
that."
ranked number 1. But when I say I got Abdullah Mason ranked number 5, it's an issue. Well, he ain't fought nobody, nigga. Monster anyway only fought 3 people. He only fought 3.
Yeah,
Actually, really 2, because he fought the same person twice. So he really only fought 2 people. Well, because you don't know who he is, that doesn't mean that he's nobody. Well, because you don't know who the people that Abdullah Mason fought, that doesn't mean that they ain't nobodies.
and
Well,
you got cats
what
that look. You got
what
cats that
have they
look at it like
done?
that.
I'm like, dog, y'all can't have this argument with me because you got Monster on there. I'm supposed to be cool with that, but because I got Abdullah Mason on, I don't even have him ranked number 1. I got him ranked number 5. I don't have him ranked number 1. He's number 5. I believe his skill set has him as a top 5 pound for pound. He's undefeated, so you can't tell me anybody that beat him. Can't tell me anybody that beat him.
These
And
cats,
his skill set is good.
these cats are gonna go out of their way to push any kind of argument that they can, any type of argument, just to argue. That's why I say
Uh,
I won't entertain it.
I
I
asked, I
won't.
said, so who would be Abdullah Mason? Well, I got him. Do you think this person beat him? No. Well, he's above him on a pound for pound. You think this person beat him? Nope. Well, he's above him on pound for pound. That's how you put him on a pound for pound. You look at the skill set and you say, okay, I believe this person could beat him. I don't think that person could beat him. I don't think that person could beat him. I think this person could beat him. I don't think that person could beat him. Oh, there's prospects on the pound for pound all the time,
Yeah,
all the time. Well, he only got uh 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 12 fights or 14 fights. Well, shit, they had Usyk on the pound for pound. That man only, I mean, they got yeah, Usyk was on the pound for pound. He only had 15 fights. They had motherfucking Bivol on there. He only had 19 fights. Well,
do you
well,
hear what you just said?
he got a
You hear
championship.
but you heard what you just said, right? None of this shit that they say makes sense. None of it.
Well,
None
he
of
got a
it.
championship. Well, I don't care. I don't count accolades on my pound for pound. I don't care about no goddamn accolades. Because some people get opportunities that other people don't get. Because you can't tell me Abdullah Mason is that bad of a fighter that he couldn't get a championship opportunity when Goddamn, Loma came in there. His second fight, he got a championship opportunity.
But you know
Shit,
the argument with that is, you know the argument with the Loma thing is, they start talking about how many amateur fights he had.
shit. I look at Andy Cruz. That man had a daggone title eliminated in his second fight. Well, you see, he a two-time gold medalist. So
They'll really
he
start bringing
he
up the
chose to
whole.
stay in the he chose to stay in the amateurs until he was 28 years old. Abdullah Mesa turned pro at 18.
Yeah, free, but that's the argument that they put up. Oh, he had 400 and some. I'm like, I don't give a damn about none of that, bro. So he
Oh,
deserved it. Like, that's why I don't entertain these fools, man. I refuse
so
to, bro. I
you
refuse
you
to.
you gonna
Well, you
bring up
don't
the fact that this grown ass man was 25 years old fighting against
beating on
16 and,
kids,
and 15-year-olds.
beating on kids. Come on, man. What we talking about? He was beating on kids, bro.
Nigga
Well,
damn near
so
30
what?
fighting niggas that's still 17, 16 years old. He damn near
Fighting
30.
dude, fighting dudes, fighting kids who still got curfews and all that. That's still
Right.
getting lunch money.
Nigga still gotta go do homework after this amateur fight
Come
is over
on.
with.
You a grown man that can, yeah, you a grown man that can you can leave and stay out all times of the night if you want to do, man. But here it is. Like, come on, man. Get out of here with that shit, man. Get out of here with that, bro.
I be sitting there, I'm like, dog, y'all can't sit here and talk to me about no goddamn pound for pound. Y'all can't talk to me because pound for pound is objective. It's objective.
Yeah.
It's based off of what you like. Whatever you see. If you like people that brawl, you're gonna have a bunch of brawlers at the top of your pound for pound because you like people that brawl. If you
Yeah.
like people that box, you're gonna have a bunch of boxers at the top of your pound for pound. If you like knockouts, you're gonna have a bunch of people that knock people out at the top of your pound for pound. It just is what
Mm-hmm.
it is. It's based off of what you like. It's based off of
You
what you
can't.
like.
And I don't see nothing something wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'm, gonna say,
You can't.
I'm not gonna sit here and say your pound for pound is wrong.
No.
Why would you say mine is wrong? Oh, why you got no, did I ask you why you got him on there? Like soon because I give my pound for pound, and they be like, oh, why you gotta do the Mesa number 5? Because I believe his skill set has him ranked as number 5.
But
Well, he
you
hasn't beat
you
anybody. That's irrelevant. His skill set, I believe, will have him ranked number 5. If he was to fight any one of these guys, I believe his skill set will have him ranked number 5.
yeah, but
So
you are not. You have no like. I don't understand. You have no
and
right to
then
be asking me all that.
then when they give me their pound for pound, why you got Monster anyway number 1? Deep free. I'm not going to sit here and explain to you why I got him number 1 and you got Dula Mason number 5. Well, you just asked me a question. I can't ask you the same question.
Ain't
You
that
just asked
crazy?
Mike. You asked me the question. I answered it. Now you did yours. I can't ask you the same question. I'm
Dudes
not
be.
gonna sit here and go
I'm
back
telling
and
you,
forth with you.
dudes be weird like that, bro.
I
No
be sitting here
cap. They
laughing.
be
I'm like,
really weird.
y'all niggas need to go back and re-listen to the live. And y'all gonna be sitting there like, damn, this nigga D Free do be making sense. Cause BBO, he actually said it. He went back and re-listened, watch our live, and he was like, D Free, you do be up there cooking, dog. He said, I gotta admit, you do be cooking. He said, I'm not gonna admit that on live, but you do be up there cooking.
Like if some of y'all just take the time to listen to yourselves, take the time to listen to what some of the shit y'all be saying, bro. Don't make any sense sometimes. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? That's why I like to sit and listen. That's what I like to do because I still can learn something. When you talking, and the only ones I don't listen to is the ones that don't be trying to make sense out of shit. It just be like, you gotta listen, dog. Some of
Yeah.
these cats, oh man,
Yeah,
can't tell
I
none of these
mean,
cats.
that's why
Can't tell none of these cats nothing.
I don't get aggravated when I'm doing these live because I already know what it is. And then, like I said, half of these people that sit here and argue with me, actually more than half, 95% of these people that sit here and argue with me, they're never going to debate me. I'm like, dog, we ain't got to sit here and argue about it. We could just have a legitimate debate about it. Oh no,
Now you know you know they're not
I'm
gonna go
not
there with
debating
you
you.
free.
I'm not debating you. I'm not debating you on this, that. Why would I debate a grown ass man about what I believe? Because
Y'all
that's
do it, and
your
y'all do. You
so
know why? Y'all
basically,
do it any other. Y'all do it any other time. Y'all do it with BFTB. You do it with
well,
Knockout. But when it come to me, you don't want to debate.
but what they fail to realize is they just told me what they said. I mean, what they believe is not a fact. That's just what they believe. It's not a fact. That's just what you believe. So you already told me that I won. You ain't got to tell me because I don't give you what I believe. I give you the fact. Then we talking about pound for pound. Yeah, that's my opinion. That's what I believe this has happened. But when we talking about facts, it ain't no debating it. You can't debate what the facts are.
No, you can't debate what the facts are. But that's is why I never get into it, man. Because I'll be like, you know what I mean? Don't jump out there and make an ass out of yourself. Because that's all a lot of them is doing is making an ass out of themselves.
Hmm.
Don't need to get. It's don't need to jumping out there making an ass of yourself. You know how embarrassing that is to make an ass of yourself.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
don't
be
want to
sitting
be
there
a
laughing
part of
about
that.
that.
I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be a part of that community. That's why I don't. You won't see me participate in that. I just don't. Somebody
That's
asked
why
me one day,
I
"Why don't you
say,
get into debates?" I said because I can't get into debates on certain shit that I might not know or I think I know. Only thing I can do is voice my opinion on how I feel about something, and that's it. I'm not gonna be on here on live where the whole world can see and we screaming over each like I'm not a dog. Y'all can have that. I'm not
man.
doing that anymore, bro. I'm not doing none of that.
Mm. That's why I always
And
tell them. I said, when we doing our debates, we could do that knockout. That way, it's organized. It ain't you talking over me, me talking over you. You got 10 minutes to state your claim, and then I got 10 minutes to state my claim, and then you got 5 minutes of rebuttal, and I got 5 minutes of rebuttal, and then the judges judge who they
yeah,
believe won that round, and then we move on to the
give
next
me the
round.
notebook and the pen.
Nah, I
Pen
ain't
and
trying to
paper
do
right
that. I ain't trying to go to knockout. I want to go to a neutral playing field. Nigga, there is
That
a
is
neutral playing
neutral.
field.
What are you talking
That
about?
ain't
I'm
my
not
that ain't my goddamn channel. My channel is D boxing matchups with D free. My channel is not
stupid.
knockout boxing 86.
Maybe they feel like because you know them, they feel like you gonna maybe it's gonna be some tag team. But knockout lets people talk.
Oh, I know a lot of people on YouTube. It ain't, it ain't too many places that I go that I don't know somebody.
Nah,
I know a lot of people on YouTube. I
Instagram, Facebook.
mean,
We know a lot of people in these social media streets.
uh,
Whether if they like us or not,
you
we
want
know a
me to go
lot of people.
to you want me to go to your platform so you can control everything that's going on. Nah, nigga, you're not gonna be muting me when I'm talking and all that. No, we're gonna go to a neutral playing field where can't nobody talk over each other,
Don't you hate that?
and there's three judges.
You trying to say something, you're gonna get muted.
Yeah, and I told BBO he gotta stop doing that shit too. I'm like, dog, don't do that shit. Don't keep doing that shit to me, dog. Because you keep doing that shit to me, I'm just gonna leave the live, and you be like, D Free, where'd you go?
Yeah, don't do
I
that to
went to
me.
an, I
Don't be.
went to I
Don't.
went
First
to
of all,
another channel.
don't be. I've been doing this for a while. Don't be trying to play me in front of people, because then if you keep doing that, then me and you ain't got to work together no more. You can do it on your own. I get serious like that. Where after a while, I'll be like, if I'm trying to make a point and I feel like you keep doing that, you can do this live by yourself. Because you got to remember, before you teamed up with me, I've been doing this.
Right.
Don't do that. That's why I don't be tripping about teaming up with people and doing nothing. I got two platforms, Facebook and on here. I don't trip about. That's all right, baby. Let me hurry up because I got to attend to you. I have to go get you some more stuff. Okay. No, you won't have no oranges. I don't need your face blowing up like Biggie. I don't need that. Close the door, boo boo. Close the door. Turn that light off in the room. Okay, well, lay down. I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah. So underrated. What's up? So yeah, man. Yeah, but you can't do that, especially not in while we on the live. Don't do that. That's the worst thing
Right.
you can. That's the worst thing you could do to me because you're gonna be disrespectful. Don't do that. Now we can play all we want, but there's a level to it. So we not gonna do that. Especially, people do that either when they know you right or they don't want to hear what you got to say.
Exactly.
Know what I'm saying? The truth hurts. That's why they say it. It hurts. I don't want to hear what you got to say, man. But all right, well, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, then I don't need to be on here. But you're
Right.
not gonna be on here shutting me down, trying to, play me like I'm a kid. And I don't mind people having fun and joking, but when I'm trying to really explain something, chill out. And that's another thing that happens too much. It's too much playing. Like, yeah, we here to have fun. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna get back to having fun. But if you're asking me something, let me get it out. You ask
Right.
me to explain. Don't ask me something and then you don't like the way I'm breaking it down, and then you mute me, and then you unmute me. Or while I'm talking, you like to play that thing where you be like, just shut the fuck. Like, don't do all that. There's a time for that. Don't You ain't got to keep doing. And you do it in the middle of while somebody's talking.
Yeah, I told him he gotta stop doing that, especially when we having guests on there and they talking. You don't do that. That shit is disrespectful though.
It's
He he
disrespectful.
he he think it's funny or whatever. I'm
It's
like,
not
dog, you
funny.
can you can do that after they finish talking. You don't do it while they're talking, dog. That see stuff like that aggravates the hell out of me because if I'm sitting here talking, you throw that shit on, and now I got to stop and then start all the way back over again. Don't do that.
Or
That
every
shit
time I
that shit is
say
not
something,
funny.
you feel like you're gonna do it. Then I'm just gonna get off and not get back on. And
Yeah,
then
facts.
you can't ask me nothing after that because I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, you playing too many games with me, and I'm not the one for it. You know what I mean? There's a time and
Yeah.
place for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's just a time and place
What's
for everything. And you got to
what's
know
going
that
on
there's a time
underrated?
and place.
What's going on underrated? Yeah,
Underrated, number one grinder. Yeah, you just got to know it's a time and place for everything, man. Nobody's saying we can't have fun on here, but
that's
you got to chill.
yeah.
There's just and you know what I'm saying. We're not saying that you can't have fun. Well, especially and I'm very serious when there's guests on. I don't care how you feel or what mood you in. When there's guests on, we're gonna be respectful.
Yeah. That's
We're
why
gonna be
tonight
respectful.
tonight we got them daggone two interviews. I'm not uh uh too fond of Rick Glacier. That's why I said BBO. You can talk to Rick
Rick
Glacier.
Rick Glazier, how the did you get Rick Glazier? Not saying he's a big time dude, but how the hell did you get him?
Thomas and Sock know who Rick Glacier is.
Oh
Sock
yeah, yeah,
work.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, shout out to Thomas and yeah, them dudes be working, man. They be working. I
yeah.
can't
Sock
hold them. They
Sock
be
used to
working.
work. He worked along the side of Rick. Oh, he worked with Rick Glacier in the past or whatever. So he got relationship with Rick Glacier. That's how we got that. But we also got Iceman Scully. And so what's
Okay.
going to happen? What's going to happen is Sock and BVO is going to conduct an interview with Rick Glazer, and me and Thomas is going to conduct the interview with Iceman Scully.
Why do I feel like why right now, right? I love y'all and I'm no hater, but why do I feel like something in that is going to go left? Why do I feel that way?
It's
Explain
going
to me,
to
free. Is it just
it's
me
going to
and my
it's going
own
to go
feelings?
it's going to go if it's going to go left, it's going to go left with the Rick Glazer and BBO and Sock um, interview. It ain't going to go left with me and Thomas. Cause me and Thomas already talked to Iceman Scully before. We already had an interview with him before, so it ain't gonna go left with us.
I'm just sitting here as you're saying it, and I'm like, why do I have a feeling something is going to go left? Know what I'm saying? Um, But that should be a good one. Y'all getting that all done tonight?
Yeah, it's gonna be tonight.
What time? You know, it's Friday. I ain't going nowhere. So what time
I
y'all
be-
getting that popping?
I believe it's gonna be like around 10 o'clock because that's usually what time Sock and Thomas come on. That's usually what time we do our show because I'm a co-host on that show as well. So we usually do it around 10 o'clock. So it's probably gonna be somewhere around that time.
Yeah, I'm actually as I'm talking to you now, I'm setting up my next chop up right now. Yeah, I got a amateur coming up who's gonna be fighting the 20th. We got this big show in New York, 20th, so I'm actually just setting that up right now. Yeah, but that joint that's gonna be all right though, man. That joint today, but we can't think the worst. We just hope that, everything will be all right, which I'm sure everything will be all right. So, we're not gonna trip off it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we said we were gonna get back to having fun, and that's cool. But you just got to be able to tell people, look, hey, bro, we not on that type of time, and we ain't doing that. Just gonna need you to chill out. Other than that, everything
Yeah,
should be good to go. Everything should be good to go.
was going on Crush, Smoke.
Yeah. We live, baby. We
Yeah.
live, baby. Yeah, too. 10 o'clock. So yeah, I gotta Y'all didn't post anything about that? Why didn't I see
We
that?
we probably we ain't posting nothing about it yet. We'll probably put it up today.
Did y'all? Oh, y'all
Because
wanted to
I
make
just
sure
I
before
just
y'all did it, it went through because sometimes shit change.
yeah. I just got the message last night while we was on Quila. That's why you saw my camera I turned my camera off because I was messaging back and forth with Thomas. I just got the information from Thomas last night.
I'm
And
about
he
to tell
said that
Thomas I'm about to tell Thomas straight up if he don't have me on his show, he's a hater.
yeah, so yeah, I just got the message last night from Thomas. So
Nah,
that's
Thomas is
what
a
we
good dude, man. Real good dude. When me and him finally got to meet here, real down to earth, good brother. He's a real good dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had left off the live last night when BBO came out there and said something about it, and Queen was like, "Nah, I'm not too interested in hearing what Rick Glacier got to say." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing nothing." He like, "You're not gonna be up there with me?" No, I'm gonna be up there. I'm just not saying nothing. You gonna be conducting that interview. You and Socrates. I'm not conducting that interview. Oh, you don't like Rick Glacier? Hell no, I don't like Rick Glacier. That nigga's a
He
racist.
said,
I don't
hell
like his
no.
ass. That nigga's a racist. Oh, he seemed like a real good dude when I was on the phone with him. Yeah, all racists seem real good when you talk to them. They try to get in good with you so they can bite your ass in the back. You like
Yo,
what?
used to.
You like I was like well, shit. Donald Trump seemed like he was a real good dude too. But Donald Trump did a lot for the black community. I said, dog, you do realize there was Uncle Tom's back when they were slavery. You do realize that, right? That mean they was the black dudes was in good with the masters and all that stuff. There was Uncle Tom's. So they're gonna have a few blacks that they cool with, but that ain't got nothing to do with them being racist. They still gonna be racist. They need
Yeah.
somebody. They need somebody to be the daggone informant to let them know what's going on. I mean, truth be told,
Hey yo, you know what? Boy, you trifling,
that's where
boy.
the informants came from. That's where informants came from. They need somebody
Boy,
on the
you
inside to tell them what's
oh
going
my
on.
goodness. Boy, you trifling, man.
That's hey. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. Y'all call it
Boy,
what
you
y'all want to call
trifling.
it. I'm calling it 100. I told you in 2024. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm just calling it
Boy,
what it is.
you was trifling.
They need somebody to be the informant.
So somebody got to tell it.
Yeah, it is what it is. If
Every
we ain't have
somebody got
no
to
inf-
tell it.
if we ain't had no informants out here, motherfuckers would never know what's going on the inside.
You know what
If
though?
they,
And that sounds so messed up, but it's actually the truth.
I'm just being honest. How else would they know what's going on the inside unless somebody from the inside is telling them what's going on?
Are you right though?
Niggas would have
How will
never
we know?
niggas would have never took down the mob if motherfuckers didn't from niggas that actually work with the mob or infiltrated the mob told on them. If they would have never told on them, they wouldn't have know what their operation is. They wouldn't have know who's the mastermind behind all the stuff that's going on. They would believe I mean they would have a suggestion, but they wouldn't know. They knew because they had an informant or they had somebody that infiltrated the mob. That's how John Gotti, all them niggas got taken down because they had somebody to infiltrate. They worked their way up, got to a high level inside of the mob, and they was telling them everything that was going on. An informant.
Yeah, you be having informants on these YouTube streets too.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That's why I keep everything transparent. You can't tell nothing that I ain't already told. Well, D Free said, y'all motherfucker, pound for pound, it's all opinion based. Yeah, I heard D Free say that before on the live. Yeah, exactly. You ain't telling them nothing that I ain't already said.
But who
I
can get
get,
mad at who can get mad at you for saying it though? I'm just saying.
oh,
Like,
there's a lot of people get mad at me for saying it, but they can't, what the one thing they can't say is that it's not the truth because that's
hey, you
exactly what
want
it
the
is.
truth? Or you want the truth or you want the lies? Which one?
Because there's no scale to tell you, okay, this is what you judge the fighter on to be pound for pound. There's no scale telling you that. It's based off of what you believe. Some people believe accolades and accomplishments and skill sets. Some people believe, oh, if you moved up in different weight classes, you deserve to be on a pound for pound. Some people believe it's only the skill set. Some people believe it's skill set plus your accolades. So it's people believe different shit. There's no outline sketch of saying, okay, this is what you got to go by. These are the three criteria that you got to go by in order for you to make the pound for pound. They don't have that. What it was when they first came out was they went off a skill set because of the heavyweights and um, Sugar Ray Robinson didn't fight at a heavyweight. They were saying so if he was the same size of all these people, where would he rank at? That's how they came up with the pound for pound. It wasn't based off of how many championships he got and all that. It was just based off of his skill set. If they were the same size, who do you believe will win this fight? That's all they said. They never said, "Oh well, because he got these many accolades, I believe he need to be moved up on the pound for pound list." No, they just said if they were the same size, I believe this guy versus this guy will win. That's all they said. Everybody else started throwing in accolades and resumes and all this other shit. Well, based off his
That
resume,
had,
I think
that
he
had
really
nothing to
won.
do with it.
Right. That shit has nothing to do with. Well, you gotta give him his accomplishments. Why? Because he accomplished, yeah, it's accomplished. But this same fighter who fought in the same weight class, got the same amount of fights as him, never got the opportunity to fight for a championship. So I gotta discredit him because he didn't get the opportunity and that man did? Doesn't make
Make it make
sense.
sense. It
Doesn't
makes no
make sense.
sense.
So that's why I'm like, y'all can't tell me because Jerron Booth Ennis got 31 fights. This man never fought for a championship. They gave him that championship. He was elevated. He never fought for a championship. Why? Because the champions at the time didn't want to fight him. They wanted to fight for undisputed. So he was never given the opportunity to fight for a championship.
Yeah,
But does
he
that mean
never
he doesn't deserve to be on a pound for pound? No. But if you
leave it
look
up
at
to
ESP, if you
leave
look
it
at
up to them.
ESPN, you look at
Leave it up to them.
ESPN,
You don't.
he's not on the pound for pound. If you look at ESPN, he's not on the pound for pound. But everybody will tell you Jerome Booth Ennis, that's the goods. Everybody will tell you Jerome Booth Ennis is the goods. But when you look at ESPN, he is not on the pound for pound. Nowhere on there is he on the pound for pound.
That's crazy. But hey, I mean,
Well,
Jesus
he
Christ.
he ain't he ain't he ain't fight nobody. Nigga, he fought some of the same exact people that Earl Spence fought and Bud Crawford fought and Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. He fought some of the same fighters all of those guys fought, and he beat them. If not beat them, he knocked them out. He only got 2 fights that went the distance. All the rest of them was knockouts. So what are
Yeah,
you talking about? He
telling
ain't
you, you
fight
can't
nobody.
make this up. Um, it's crazy, man. It is what it is. Free. Let me go attend to this woman.
All
My
right, that's
baby
about.
not
Yeah, I'm
feeling
about
good.
to. I'm about to
Yeah, my baby
get
not
ready.
feeling good today, so let me go attend to her. But I'll be back
All
though.
right,
I gotta finish setting up this live, but we'll get it free. Appreciate you for joining
all right,
me as always, man. We'll get up later though, bro. Make sure you remind me of the time so I can check it out.
all right, that's about.
All right. Yeah.
All right.